Welcome back to a very special episode of the Real Duo podcast. We're in the same room for the first time. We usually do this over Skype because we don't live together. States.
We live in the same state.
Different cities. And I'm one of your hosts, Wade.
And I'm Devin.
What have you been watching, Devin?
Jessica Jones. I finally finished
it.
I finally finished it.
After like
2 weeks.
Did you like it?
I did, actually. I thought it was the second best season of Jessica Jones.
Second best.
Yeah. The first was obviously season 1. You can't top Kilgrave.
No,
nobody can ever top Kilgrave.
Can't at all.
Actually liked the villain. I remember you saying you didn't like him.
I mean, it's not that I didn't like it, it's just he was just a guy. You could easily just like punch this guy into like space.
But like I see what they were trying to do. Like, okay, we're trying to get him without killing him. Even though they just do kill him.
Yeah, ultimately what happens
at the end of the season.
And they could have did that halfway through the season. And then because I think most of the season, the last episode where Trish is the villain.
Yeah,
that should have been most of the season.
That was dope.
That was awesome.
I wasn't really expecting that going into the season. I was like, oh, she's just gonna be Hellcat.
I didn't expect that either.
Whatever. And then she like stabs Jessica Jones with a knife in the hand. I was like, Jesus,
that's fucking brutal. That's I think the last episode and then like the 2 solo Trish episodes were probably my favorite episodes of the season.
There was 2 solo Trish episodes.
There was like the second episode, and I think like halfway through the season there was another one.
Yeah. Overall, though, I liked it. I don't know because it didn't seem like a fitting end. It didn't seem like it ended amazingly because I was very confused by the end. I had to Google it because I didn't understand what happened.
Really?
Well, I know, like, again, spoilers. Kilgrave, like, talks to her.
Yeah, which I thought that was kind of.
It was a
little lazy.
It was.
It just showed up at the end. And I was like, all right, cool.
It was a good nod,
but
I was like, why is she leaving the city?
She's just giving up. She was like, my friend's in the fucking prison and everybody's dead.
But I thought there was like some hidden meaning on why she was going to Mexico. I was like, why is she going to Mexico? Why is that?
Is that a reference to like?
I didn't know.
The comics.
I didn't know. That's why I was confused. It didn't say anything. It was just kind of like that's where she was going.
And then she was like, nah, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a poop ending.
I was just like, oh, that's it? Like she just stays?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how else they could have.
And then they didn't show what happened to Hogarth. She didn't die.
That's true. Yeah, they set up that ALS thing in season 2.
Yeah, didn't do anything.
I mean, ALS is like a gradual thing. So if we got more seasons,
so you could see her physically deteriorating in season 3 a little. She starts shaking and stuff near the end.
That's true. Hogarth was a son of a bitch in both season 2 and 3. She was badass. It should have been. It should have been about Trish and Hogarth because they're the best characters.
I like Malcolm.
Malcolm's all right. He was a shithead in the third season.
I remember you saying that Jessica Jones doesn't become a hero in the season. I feel like it was hinting towards it, though.
No, not that she doesn't become one. It's the fact that she keeps like, oh, I'm not a hero. Oh, I'm full of angst and I drank a lot. It's like that her character should have gotten out of that by like mid-season 2. And then she should have been the hero figure.
I agree with that. But I feel like in season 3 they were hinting towards it for some reason. Like they were like, she was
I'm sure if they made more, they would.
Yeah. And then I like Luke Cage showing up. That was
cool, even though he did fucking nothing.
I hate how they were like...
He just shows up and he's like, hey, remember me?
Yeah. I hate, though, how he shows up and he's wearing that suit and she like questions it. And he goes, new line of work. And I'm like, that's what I wanted to see that.
Yeah. That was so cool. What Luke Cage season 2 set up was actually really cool.
I know. He's like a villain.
Fucking goddamn TV show.
Marvel, or they had a storyline, I feel like, going.
They did, yeah. They were actually setting things up for the future.
And then Iron Fist season 3 was supposed to be dope too.
Iron Fist as a cowboy, that would have been probably the
amazing,
fucking best season.
I don't know where Punisher was going.
I didn't really care because Punisher was bad.
I like John Bernthal as Punisher.
I like him.
But the show's bad. He was great casted wise. I think all the TV shows are cast great.
Oh yeah, they got great cast. I mean, I would have preferred Terry Crews.
I would have too, but Terry Crews is too big of an actor to be doing Netflix TV shows.
No, he's not. He hasn't done anything like relevant since like White Chicks.
I mean,
he can do it. He's hosting. I mean, he's hosting America's Got Talent. I mean, I guess that's pretty big.
Is he still?
I think so.
I thought they switched him out with something.
I think he's still doing it.
It's Will Smith now.
Will Smith. No, Will Smith is fucking way too big.
I mean, what has Will Smith done besides Aladdin in the last?
He's doing Bad Boys 3 and 4.
Oh yeah.
fuck?
I remember you just bought Bad Boys 1 and 2. So
I did. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the shit out of those.
I need to watch the second one.
I'm Mike Lowry.
See, I don't get that. I don't get that reference
at all. I think that's from the second one. It's so good. Such great movies. They're not great, but they're fun.
They're not great, but they're fun.
They're not good movies.
That's basically every Will Smith movie, though.
But they're fun. He's done some good stuff. Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay,
that's like a legitimate movie.
Name something else, though.
Hancock's all right.
Hancock, I wouldn't consider it a good movie. It is.
It's fine.
It's fun.
It has a lot of good ideas in it.
It does, but I don't think it's a good movie.
Hitch is okay. Hitch is fine. You shut your mouth.
Kevin James just wiggling his fat body around.
That's right, Kevin James in that movie. I completely spaced on Kevin James.
He just wiggles his fat body.
I'm blanking on Will Smith movies, but he's done some good stuff. He's done some like real good movies.
I like King of Queens. I like that show.
He's not in that though.
Yes, he is.
Will Smith?
No, Kevin James.
Oh yeah, I know. I thought we were talking about Will Smith.
Oh well, I was saying I like Kevin James and
I like Kevin James in general, but he's just kind of annoying.
He just shows up in random movies. And
he's like a.
My favorite movie with him though is Paul Blart. Paul Blart
Mall Cop. Still haven't seen the second one. It's probably a masterpiece.
Is he in the second one?
He's Paul Blart.
I thought they switched him out though.
No, you don't
like
switch
the
out
Tooth
Paul
Fairy.
Blart.
Like
no,
Tooth Fairy.
No, he is Paul Blart. That is the role of a lifetime. You don't switch out Iron Man. You don't switch out Paul Blart. There's only one Paul Blart, and it's fucking Kevin James.
Watch, they'll come out with Paul Blart 3, and it'll be somebody else
Larry
tomorrow.
The Cable Guy or something.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Jack Black fucking riding around.
It's Chris Hemsworth.
That'd be hilarious. I'd actually watch that probably.
We got a lot to talk about.
So let's get in the news. We didn't do an episode last week because Devin was on vacation. I could have did it solo, but I didn't want to do that because this is the Real Duo podcast.
Plus, I do most of the research.
He does all the new stuff. So. But we're gonna cover some stuff from last week as well. So let's start with the news. What you got?
First thing is a video game thing. GTA 6.
Is this official or is this like?
This is semi-official. Rockstar's hinted towards it. It's just about the map. It's a 3-city map. It's supposed to be very similar to like a mixture of San Andreas, Vice City, and one of the other games. I forget which one they said.
So you can go to three different
cities.
How big are the cities going to be?
I think they're the size of the GTA 5 map.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
It is. Apparently, you can fast travel between the cities.
That's going to be insane. This has to be a next-gen thing because my PS4 would explode.
They for sure said it was going to be next-gen.
I mean, that's really cool. I mean, Red Dead 2's map is already fucking gigantic.
Oh, I know. Even though I haven't beat that game, I hate going from one end to the other because it takes me like an hour.
It takes so long. So, I mean, this would be really fucking cool. I mean, I hope they bring back the 3-character thing that you can switch between because I really like that in GTA 5.
I do,
and I wish more games would do that, but they just didn't.
I don't like Michael, though. Get a better character.
I like Michael.
I like Franklin and Trevor, but I don't like Michael.
See, I don't like Trevor.
I told you this before. Michael reminds me of Leonardo DiCaprio. Because
he reminds me of Ray Liotta.
He looks
nothing like fucking Leo.
His son reminds me of Jonah Hill.
Oh, his son is Jonah Hill, yeah. His son looks exactly like Jonah Hill. I'm surprised they didn't just get Jonah Hill.
Like I thought at first, I was like, is that Jonah Hill? And then I was like, oh, wait, no. There's no way.
It should have been. It could have been. I don't know why they didn't get him.
Yeah, but Michael reminds me of Leonardo DiCaprio from Wolf of Wall Street, specifically.
Maybe like an older Leo, maybe. Because he's a lot older.
I don't know, just not like his look, but like the way he acts. Just reminds me of him from Wolf of Wall Street.
I could see that. Jordan Belfort.
You don't like Trevor? What's wrong with Trevor?
Trevor,
he's a maniac.
He's got one shtick, and it's I'm fucking crazy. Like that gets old. That gets old after 20 hours of I'm fucking crazy. Oh,
I mean, he wakes up with his pants and stuff off.
Yeah, that's
randomly.
But his character just got old after a while. I like the actor. I like Stephen Hawke. He showed up in Better Call Saul and some other stuff.
He's in The Walking Dead. He was.
Of course he was.
They killed him off.
Of course.
It was kind of cool the way he killed him off. But speaking of Walking Dead,
did you do that intentionally?
No, I did not.
You and your goddamn segues.
My segues are amazing. They're getting better.
They are getting better.
They're getting better per
surprised that they're getting so good.
I've told you this already though. Walking Dead comic, killing it off. I think the last issue's coming out. I think it came out today, maybe.
How many comics do they have?
This is the 193rd
Jesus Christ.
issue.
Have you read all of them?
No. I've only
read. Are you going to read all of them when they finish?
Well, they come out with condominiums, which are like a bunch of them.
Like the graphic novel stuff.
Yeah. There are a bunch of them put together. So we have the first 3, and then the 4th one's going to come out after the last one. So I'll probably get the 4th one and finish it. It's pretty good. It's way better than the show, to be honest.
I'm sure it is. I don't doubt
way
that,
better
but
than
I'm
the
just
show.
fucking Walking Dead has been ruined for me because of that fucking show.
I heard TV news about it. They said that they're not ending the show anytime soon. They're going to continue for years. And I'm like,
how many seasons does the show have?
It's on its 9th, going into its 10th.
Who needs 10 seasons of Walking Dead? Who needs 9 seasons of The Walking Dead?
I mean, I'll admit it fell off after season 6. So
when was that? When they killed Glenn? When they actually killed Glenn?
Season 7 premiere is when they killed Glenn.
They should have ended the show after like season 4. Get 4 seasons of like a nice little tight, condensed story.
See, you haven't watched it, but the halfway point of season 4, it becomes an amazing.
I've seen season 4.
The halfway point and on, like season 4.5 into.
It's just
starting
it's just
into
the Walking
season
Dead.
6.
The Walking Dead concept is just like that. Just gets old really quick, and you can have like a couple really good seasons, but then you gotta end it. It can't go on for like 10, 15 seasons.
Yes,
it's insane.
They try to mix it up though. Like the main issue isn't zombies anymore because we've been in the apocalypse for like 6 years at this point. Yeah. They're like whatever. Zombies are nothing to us. Right now they're fighting these people called the Whisperers in the show, who they wear zombies' faces. Like,
so it's almost they should almost retitle the show because the zombies have nothing to do with the show at this point.
Even though they're not called zombies, they're called walkers.
They're zombies. I
mean, they're there. They're still like an issue if you like not paying attention. Rick was basically killed by them.
He's still alive.
I know, but basically, I don't know if his movie will ever actually come out.
I think they'll come out.
I'm excited for that
because they wanted 3 of them, didn't they?
Because they're moving him to a completely different location, completely different cast, so they can make it interesting because it's all new stuff.
They could. I just don't. Who gives a shit? It's like with the Breaking Bad movie. Like, yeah, cool. And I want to see what they do with Jesse Pinkman and his story afterward. But I'm like, we don't need. I
heard Bryan Cranston's going to be in that movie too, which I don't understand.
We could have a flashback or something, but like, it's just Better Call Saul's fine. But like, just end Breaking Bad, like end all this TV stuff.
Breaking Bad
I don't need a Breaking Bad.
Still is my favorite TV show ever.
Probably.
It is my favorite TV show. And a lot of people say Game of Thrones, but I've never seen Game of Thrones,
and everyone hated the last season.
I was gonna say everybody hated the last.
Go
season.
fuck yourself, Game of Thrones fans.
Yeah, because
every season of Breaking Bad is amazing.
The writers for Game of Thrones left to do Star Wars, and they didn't do the last season.
They did. They just didn't give a fuck.
Oh, is that what happened? I thought they left before the last season.
No, I think they still wrote and like directed some of the episodes, but they just didn't give it. They're like, we got Star Wars now, bitches. Fuck off.
We're in the big leagues.
We
made it.
We're gonna end up like Ryan Johnson.
Screw this. Speaking of Star Wars, I didn't mean to do that segue either. I got a Darth Maul to return an.
I think you plan out all these segues.
I do not.
And then you just lead the conversation into the segue.
No, I swear they just happen.
You slimy bastard.
No. Star Wars, Darth Maul to return in Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus streaming service possible.
Is the Obi-Wan thing? Is that going to be?
It's a possibility. Yes, a show called about.
See, that's weird though, because if Rebels is canon, if it's still keeping canon, he fought.
Yeah, I know.
Darth Maul on that, and he killed him again, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's like, what is he going to do in this?
That fight also sucked because they like hit lightsabers twice and then he just stabbed.
Well, it's a kid show. So, I mean, you can't have like a cool badass fight. But like, he's just gonna show up and just be like, "Oh, remember when you cut my legs off?"
They could reenact it, I guess, for live action. If it's gonna be live action.
But that would take because Ewan McGregor's not that old yet, so it would take place before Rebels. So you couldn't have him kill Darth Maul. They could have a fight. And
I was gonna say they could interact,
but then it's just like, all right, cool.
There's
just I don't know. It sounds weird.
I don't think I have any more Star Wars news.
Good.
So. Oh, I forgot. You want to talk about the Jumanji 3 trailer?
Oh my God, we can. I was dreading, like I wasn't gonna watch it, and then we saw Spiderman, and then they showed it in there, and it looks whatever.
You're gonna see it now though because of
Danny Glover. Danny Glover, my
being
boy,
played
Danny
by
Glover.
Kevin Hart.
He seems The Rock playing Danny DeVito seems like he's trying a little too hard. Kevin Hart playing,
yeah, it's kind of odd seeing The Rock try to act,
but because he can't. But Kevin Hart playing Danny Glover is like perfect. He nailed it. Like, whoa.
And then
why am I so short? And then that gets old though. The whole like, oh, why am I so short? Like, we get it. Kevin Hart's a dumb midget.
Every movie he's in, he has that joke.
Yeah,
I'm a short guy.
That's annoying.
He is short, but
he's not that. He's like what 5'2" probably. Tom Cruise is that height.
Yeah, but Tom Cruise wears heels, so he does. He doesn't look like he's that short.
Kevin Hart started wearing heels.
And then I don't know the actor's name, but the black guy from the second one is back, and he's playing.
I don't know his name either.
He's being played by Jack Black, that's going to be kind of fun. I feel like.
Yeah, Jack Black was the best part of the last one. So
but he was also playing a teenage girl.
Yeah, now he gets to play a fucking black guy, man.
And then the girl, Karen Gillian, is the same chick.
She's the same. She's the same one.
The same girl from the previous movie.
Why does she get to be the same one?
I don't know.
That's strange.
I have a feeling Nick Jonas is the main kid from the second one. I think because they say in the trailer said he goes into the game beforehand.
They just spoiled the whole. You just figured out the whole movie.
I mean, it wasn't.
So now we don't have to see it.
They're going in to rescue him or whatever.
We got to rescue him, just like the same plot of the last movie where we had to rescue the other guy.
I told you this. They have a fourth plan. I don't know if they're making a trilogy and just ignoring the first one. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah. They're ignoring the movie that I don't understand why they call these movies Jumanji. You could have just made a game or a movie where kids just get stuck in a game.
They have nothing to do with Jumanji or Robin
like
Williams.
It would have been just fine. It's got The Rock in it for fun.
I mean, they do reference the very first movie in the second one.
Yeah, but that's not important to the story.
Then they find
it could just be.
I was gonna say, didn't they find like a tree with the guy?
I think so. Yeah.
With Robin Williams' character's name.
I think so. But they could just make an original story. Just we got sucked in this video game, and now we got to figure out some shit and do whatever. They didn't have to make it a Jumanji.
I could have made it in the DC universe.
DC Universe Online. It could have been a DC Universe Online, the movie. And kids get that sounds like heaven, dude.
It's a VR.
I mean, DC Universe Online kind of sucked, but if I got trapped in it, I would never leave.
I don't think I have any DC news either.
You don't have any DC news? I have some.
I forgot the live action Teen Titans movie. It's happening.
Oh yeah.
With there's
no cast.
Yeah, none of the cast from the TV show.
I mean, that's expected because for some reason, Warner Brothers is refusing to connect the TV shows and the movies, which would have been a great idea. But we're gonna just be dumb idiots. A Teen Titans movie is weird though. Like the cartoon was great.
It is,
but it was like early 2000s.
Like, are they gonna use the same like Cyborg and Beast Boy?
I think they're probably not gonna use Cyborg because he's a big league now. He's in the Justice League,
right?
Even though he's fucking the most boring Justice League character in the world.
This movie take place in the DCU? Probably not.
In the new DCU, probably. Whatever the hell.
So they could just recast Cyborg and put him in Teen Titans.
I mean, they could, but Cyborg in the comics is in the Justice League as well. So I think they're just gonna like keep him.
He's kind of that weird one. That's kind of like he's like Wolverine. Wolverine's in the X-Men. He's also in the Avengers a lot. Cyborg's in that weird gray area.
Cyborg just shouldn't be a character because he's really boring.
I mean, he's cool in the cartoon.
He's cool in the cartoon because he's the fun like, hey, what up, booyah, like, but then in the movies he's like, ugh.
Did he say booyah in Justice League? No, that was cut out.
No, he did at the end. No, he did. It's very weird. He just looks up at the sky. He's like, booyah. I'm like, this is weird.
Stop it. Stop
trying to be fun.
Stop being meta.
Stop trying to cater to the fans. Release the Snyder cut if you care about the fans.
We went into that last time. We can't go into that.
I can't do another rant.
I do have some Batman stuff. I forgot.
I have some Batgirl stuff.
Oh, well, we'll talk about that after the Batman stuff. Do you know who Tom Welling is?
Yeah, he was Superman in Smallville.
He is going to play Batman in the Arrowverse.
Is that confirmed or is that a rumor? Because I remember someone saying he wanted to, or like whatever.
I think it was DC or whoever is running the Arrowverse on Warner Brothers wants him to play.
That would be very weird, but he's fucking jacked out of his mind now. He got fucking swole over the last like decade. He could do it.
Would you be okay with that? I know how you're an avid Batman fan.
That's fine. I mean, I don't watch these fucking Arrow shows anyway.
Would you watch it if Batman's in?
I mean, I have to watch Batwoman at some point, so I'll be fine. And if he's in it, he was a good Superman. He could be a good Batman. It'd be weird seeing him as both.
It's weird that they're just now putting Batman into this universe.
Well, they've referenced Batman early on, like in Arrow. Yeah. They reference him, like he's there. And then I think the plot of season 1 of Batwoman is that like he's missing, and Batwoman has to like go find him, which seems very much like the plot of Batman Bad Blood, which was the animated movie that came out, which was actually really good. So if they kind of play off of that, but you need Nightwing and like Damian Wayne and stuff in there, and they're not in the show. So fuck this show.
It's weird that they're putting them in so late in the game because they have like 15 seasons of all the shows.
I think there's some weird rights issue because I think Fox technically like owns the TV rights for Batman because Gotham.
That's weird.
So I think they can't use him on TV, at least not right now.
Why does Disney technically owns?
Yeah, technically, which is
the
strange.
TV rights to Batman, which is weird,
which is odd. But I think that was the thing. It was that Fox Gotham was running and they couldn't have two Batman. Like,
I mean, one of these days, Disney's just gonna buy out Warner Brothers and make
they will,
Justice.
and they'll probably make a fucking awesome like Crisis on Infinite Earths movie.
It would be amazing.
Which will connect to every DC movie ever,
Yeah.
and they'll figure out how to do it and make it awesome.
It'd be amazing.
It would be amazing.
Do you want to talk about Batwoman?
Batgirl.
Or what? Sorry.
There's a distinction.
Sorry.
You get your fucking.
It's 2019.
That's
I thought
right.
we were women. I thought we were.
Well, I mean, one's a lesbian and one's not. So,
Oh.
and there's been like several Batgirls.
All right, well,
But apparently,
Batgirl.
and this is a rumor, this isn't official, but apparently Daisy Ridley is in talks to play Batgirl.
In like a movie?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And the Batgirl movie that was canceled, but now supposedly isn't because
is
DC
this
doesn't know
in
what
the
fuck
new
they're doing.
DCU?
I have no idea. I don't know. It seems like they
I'd be
want
okay
to
with
continue the new, current DCU while also doing like a.
That's what I feel like. Like
It
they're
seems like what they're doing.
like because I know that, like you said, they're making Shazam 2.
Also, The
And-
Flash.
and
That
The
movie's
Flash.
still happening.
Yeah, I know. I told you
They
about
announced that as
yesterday.
well. That's news.
Yeah.
Which is odd.
I don't think Ezra Miller is going to be in it.
No, he's in it.
Is he?
It's Flash
I thought
movie.
they
He's
said
in
he
it.
was out.
They did like 2 weeks ago, and now apparently he's back in. So none of this matters.
Maybe we'll finally get Man of Steel 2. Maybe.
No, he's too busy doing fucking Witcher.
Damn it.
He's too busy doing that. He's got real jobs now.
Come on, I want Man of Steel 2. How
No,
come
Man
we're
of Steel
getting 4 Jumanji movies, but not Man of Steel 2?
Because The Rock, man.
Have Rock beat Superman.
Superman versus Black Adam could have been cool.
Could
I've
have.
never seen Black Adam though.
Very well could have.
How do you feel about Daisy Ridley as Batgirl?
I like it. I think she'd do well.
I like her as an actress. I think I've only really seen her in Star Wars because she hasn't really done much. But she's very charismatic, cute. She can act. I just don't see her as Batgirl though. I can't see her in the suit with the cowl doing like Barbara Gordon stuff. I can't see that.
I was gonna say she can do the flips and stuff. You can see in the Star Wars.
I don't think she actually does those flips.
Well, I mean, it looks fine in Star Wars, so I'm sure it looks fine as Batgirl.
Again, I mean, they'll get stunt doubles to do all that stuff, but I don't know. I just can't see her. She also has to do an American accent. I've never heard her do an American accent.
True. I mean, she doesn't have to. I guess
She does
she doesn't
because
have to.
Commissioner Gordon is not British and Barbara Gordon is not British.
I mean, they could just if this is the new DCU, they could just
Don't make them British.
You could make Commissioner Gordon British.
No, don't do that.
You know where J.K. Simmons is now. We can't talk about that yet.
We'll talk about that at some point.
Yeah, he's doing good stuff.
Commissioner Gordon is the most American motherfucker to ever live.
And they're gonna make him British.
Don't make him British. I will fight somebody.
Daisy
to make him
Ridley's British, so they're gonna make him British.
No, she'll just do it bad.
The only thing I have an issue with is her face just doesn't seem like.
Yeah, she doesn't look like.
It's just her face though.
I can't see her in the
I can't
cowl
see,
like being
I
a
can't
badass.
see her
I can't
in
do
the
that.
mask.
They should have went with like Jane Levy or like Emma Stone or someone with red hair who can act. Emma Stone would have been great.
Emma Stone would have even done it. I don't think she would have done it.
She would have done it. She was fucking Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, that's why she would have done it. She got so much shit for
Well,
that.
in this role, she'd actually be able to do something other than just being a Spider-Man girl and dying. She actually would have been able to like kick ass and like be cool and shit. But I wonder how they're gonna fit Batgirl into any DCEU, because if they do it with Robert Pattinson, how fucking old is Barbara Gordon gonna be? Because Robert Pattinson's like in his 30s. Is Barbara Gordon gonna be like 10?
I don't know.
But if you do it with Ben Affleck's Batman, and we don't see Ben Affleck in it, that's gonna be weird.
I don't know.
You can't have Batgirl.
I really don't think Warner Brothers has any plan for this. They're just making movies.
We need to stop this.
Why don't you go to Warner Brothers? Be like, let me be in charge of DC stuff.
Apparently, J.J. Abrams is like Kevin Feige over there now.
I know.
So hopefully he'll get shit.
Once he gets done with Volume 3, Guardians, which hopefully.
J.J. Abrams.
Oh no, wasn't James Gunn in talk of it too?
He was, but I think J.J. Abrams is like official.
Oh, fucking.
You got your J's mixed up.
Yeah, I did. Too many J's, man.
Too many J's. There's James Gunn, J.J. Abrams.
Isn't J.J. Abrams working on a Spider-Man comic too?
He's working on. Yeah, it's a comic.
You can't do both.
He probably doesn't fucking write that. Whatever.
He's just endorsing.
Nobody's gonna read that comic anyway.
And then Henry Cavill cast as Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I saw that. That was weird.
Because I mean, he's
He's gonna be a jacked Sherlock Holmes.
He's not Superman anymore. That's why.
Oh yeah, he's getting more roles now. Which it's cool that he's getting more roles.
So I liked him. I liked him in Mission Impossible.
He was great in Mission Impossible. He was okay in Man from U.N.C.L.E. and like a James Bond type character. And I can't wait to see him as Geralt in The Witcher. I think he'll really do a good job.
You're gonna love that show, I feel like.
But I want to.
Even if it's garbage, I feel like you're gonna love it.
I want to really bad, but I have a feeling that show might be kind of garbage. But we'll have to wait and see.
Is it coming on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's a Netflix show.
I didn't know if it was Netflix,
but it's like a big budget Netflix show, so hopefully it'll be good. And they can have enough budget to make the monsters look good and not look like shit. Because
I never played any of the Witchers. So.
I played like half of Witcher 2 and then Witcher 3, and Witcher 3 is amazing.
Are they basing it off a game, or is it just?
They're based. Well, the games are based off of a book.
Oh, so they're basing it off of that.
Yeah, which is like a Swedish, Norway-ish, Finland-ish, like lore or whatever. I don't know. I'm culturally insensitive. I don't know what.
You got any other DC stuff?
I found out that Victor Zsasz is going to be in Birds of Prey. I didn't know if that's news or not, but I found it out just recently.
Who's that? Who's Victor?
He's a Batman villain.
Oh, is he? Why is he in that?
I have no idea. All these Batman characters are just in this movie. Without Batman. I'm not going to see Batman.
I know your theory of Ben Affleck's going to show up in that.
I have a feeling, because I remember before he left, someone said he had one more movie left, and I was like, why not just have him show up, just for like, hey, I'm Batman, and then just like fuck off.
They're just going to have a picture of him in the background.
That's gonna be weird. They're gonna Stan Lee it.
Yeah.
And all the Netflix shows are just, oh, he's over there in memoriam of Batman. Like, when did Batman die?
In memoriam. He just got shot by some random.
I guess he wasn't Batman after all. It fucking sucks.
I got some Hellboy stuff. You want to talk about that?
You got Hellboy news?
I got Hellboy 2 isn't happening.
No shit.
Confirmed by directors.
I could have told you that after I saw the movie.
Confirmed by the directors and David. What's his name?
David Harbour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of obvious. And it's so funny because the new movie's set up for a sequel so hard at the end. It's like, oh hey, remember Ape Sapien? Fucking, and then his hand hits the glasses and the fucking movie ends. And I was like, you motherfuckers are not gonna see that.
When you told me it was like utter hot garbage, I was like, it's probably not good.
It's bad.
Because Wade doesn't shit on movies that bad, but
it's fucking bad. I never want to see that movie ever again. And I'm usually like I watch X-Men Origins fucking any day of the week. That's not a good movie, but it's fun. Hellboy's a fucking garbage.
It's a nightmare, it sounds like.
I'm not watching that movie ever again.
It was also dumped onto Amazon Prime recently.
Yeah, it was.
It was pulled from theaters before it was even supposed to.
Yeah.
And they just dumped it on Amazon Prime.
But it's bad.
It was probably making like $5 a day. Which is
I wouldn't doubt it. It bombed pretty hard.
It did.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I heard after the first weekend it lost a lot.
It did.
And then speaking of that, this was last week's news. But Dark Phoenix was yanked from over half its theaters.
I heard about this.
Box office.
Which is kind of a shame because if you, I think, what was it, the first or second episode? When I reviewed Dark Phoenix, it wasn't that bad. It was just kind of like
hate that. People are hating.
I know, but it was like, I appreciate what they were trying to do. I just think they just didn't execute it properly, and it just wasn't.
I still think that they messed up by doing Dark Phoenix. Stop trying to do Dark Phoenix.
Well, again, I don't know if they were like trying to set up like 3 more movies and have like a trilogy, like a Dark Phoenix trilogy or what. But this is all we have right now. They could have done it right in one movie. They could have if they really tried.
I don't think
they just didn't.
I don't think it can work in one movie. I think you have to.
I mean, anything's possible.
I mean, I guess, but personally, I don't think it could work in one movie. Well,
probably, yeah, maybe. But it's not that bad. It's just not very good.
I mean,
it's not Hellboy.
It's not Hellboy.
That'll be on the DVD case. It's not Hellboy.
It's not Hellboy. You can watch this one.
You can actually stomach. There's actually some good stuff in it.
Let's see. Do I have anything else that's not Marvel related? Oh, I forgot. Tom Cruise. This has nothing to do with any movies, but I just thought it was awesome because it's Tom Cruise. He arrived on the Top Gun Maverick set in his $4 million World War II fighter aircraft.
His?
Yeah, he flew it.
He just owns this?
He flew it and landed it on set.
Tom Cruise is such a badass. Dude.
He is.
I want to meet Tom Cruise one day and just say thank you for everything, for just being you, because you're fucking awesome.
Like, I can't think of any actor I've ever heard doing something like that.
No, I mean Harrison Ford tried and then he like broke his ankle or something.
Because he's also like 80.
Yeah, and he's a shit. He doesn't appreciate Star Wars. But that's fucking awesome.
I mean, it is.
I hope someone was filming that and they put that in the movie. Because I have no interest in seeing Top Gun 2, but if that's in the movie, I'm fucking seeing it.
It's just called Maverick. Like,
what's Top Gun Maverick?
I know. Like, is it? So it's just about Maverick,
I guess.
Because Goose is dead.
Well, yeah, it would have to be about Maverick.
We could do a prequel.
You do a prequel. Well, Tom Cruise is too old. You'd have to de-age Tom Cruise.
Aren't they de-aging him already though?
A little bit. I mean, not.
I was gonna say I thought they were de-aging.
They'd have to de-age him like 30 years. They're de-aging him like a little bit. Like
I mean, they did it with Sam Jackson in Captain Marvel.
Yeah, but that's Marvel money. Who's making this movie?
I don't know who owns Top Gun.
I have no idea. They don't have Marvel.
Paramount.
It might be Paramount. Actually.
It very well could be. I think it is.
They don't have Marvel bucks.
Paul Rudd joins Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah, this is weird. Apparently, he's playing like a teacher.
A teacher?
Apparently, yeah.
I was gonna say the original cast is coming back for that movie.
Yeah, so. It's gonna be a mix. The original cast is coming back, and then the main characters are like these kids that like find the tech or something, and Paul Rudd's playing like a teacher. I don't know what the hell this movie is.
I don't know either.
But
it doesn't.
I don't want it.
It doesn't need to be made.
I don't want that. I didn't want Girlbusters.
I knew that movie was gonna be trash when I saw the trailer.
Well, yeah, but you're also sexist apparently.
I'm not.
According to that, you're sexist.
I'm not,
because you're critical about a movie. But
Chris Hemsworth is in that movie.
He is. He was also in Men in Black. He's making all kinds of great career choices, isn't he?
I mean, he's Thor, so I mean, he's got that going for him.
He was really great in Bad Times at the El Royale. I wish he would do more stuff like that.
I haven't seen the Moby Dick movies.
That one was so boring.
Is it?
It's so long and boring. Tom Holland's in that.
Yeah, I know.
He's like a little baby boy.
I know. He's not good in Men in Black. So
I haven't seen Men in Black, but I've heard that. I've heard he isn't good.
He's there.
He's just there for eye candy, I guess.
Yeah, basically. And then I think the last thing. Oh no, I have two more things that's not Marvel related. Terry Crews, White Chicks 2's happening. We talked about White Chicks earlier.
White Chicks 2. I like White Chicks. I grew up with White Chicks. White Chicks is funny. We don't need a sequel. Comedy sequels have never worked. I don't understand why Hollywood doesn't understand this.
Jump Street.
You're right. But that's it. Zoolander 2, fucking awful. Anchorman 2, fucking awful. Haven't seen Dumb and Dumber 2, but I heard it was fucking awful.
I've heard of this.
Don't stop making sequels to comedies. We don't need that. Just leave White Chicks alone.
2. You said it's a masterpiece.
It could be. I haven't seen it. It could be.
It is a masterpiece.
You're right about that. So make a spinoff. Call it like Black Chicks or something. Get like Adam Sandler and like Will Ferrell and have them dress up as Black Chicks.
We were talking about this the other day. Who did I say should have been in it if we were doing that?
In Black Chicks?
Yeah.
You said like Tom Cruise or something. You said like somebody weird.
It was somebody else. I can't remember.
Like Seth Rogen.
Chris Pratt.
it was Chris Pratt. Yeah. I don't want Chris Pratt to be in that. That would be strange.
It'd be funny though.
It would be funny because he's funny. But
is everybody coming back for this movie? White Chicks?
Probably.
I don't know. I mean, Terry Crews is coming back.
Terry Crews is probably Then Marlon, or not Marlon. One of the Wayans brothers. There's like 8 of them, and I get them confused. It was a Keenan and whoever was in the fucking first one.
Whoever was in the White Chicks.
Yeah, I get them all confused because I'm racist, I guess. Do you have the Little Mermaid news?
No, I didn't add it on there. I thought it was Halle Berry when I told you it yesterday.
Yeah, you did. You're like, yo, Halle Berry was cast as Ariel in The Little Mermaid. I was like, what?
50-year-old Halle Berry.
What is her name?
Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey. That's not going to confuse the fuck out of people.
Everybody thought it was Halle Berry. Every comment I've seen on it's like, Halle Berry. And I'm like, oh, wait, it's not Halle Berry.
And everyone's losing their goddamn minds because she's
American.
A Negro.
Yeah. Whoa. We didn't.
Negro's not a bad word.
We didn't have to go that far.
Negro's not a bad word.
I just said
I can say that. You just said Africa. She's Africa.
She's from Africa.
And also, I don't understand why people still give a shit about these live action remakes. Like, who cares? Who cares?
I mean, Aladdin made a lot of money. Lion King's probably gonna make a lot of money.
Lion King is gonna make all the fucking money.
It's gonna at least make a
which is sad because the original Lion King is fucking awesome.
And then Beauty and the Beast make a lot of money.
I don't know.
I feel like it did.
Jungle Book made a lot of money. Jungle Book was good though. I like Jungle Book. I have it on Blu-ray. That's the only one I've seen of these live action remakes. But I don't understand, like, why?
I've seen all of them.
You've seen all of them?
I think all the live, except for Jungle Book. I haven't seen
Cinderella. Did you see that?
Did they make a live action remake of that?
I think that was like the first one.
No, I haven't.
In this like
I know I've seen Beauty and the Beast. I've seen Aladdin.
Universe they're making.
I've seen seen most of them.
Now you have to see fucking Little Mermaid.
No, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing Lion King in theaters either.
I'm not seeing Lion King at all. I want to watch the original.
The thing stopped.
Oh no! I guess this will just be audio then. I guess. So. Here, you talk and I'll change the battery.
Wade is a Negro.
Don't do that. Keep the podcast going.
Oh, I got Back to the Future 4 stuff.
What?
Yeah. Just the possible plot of it.
Is this real or is this like a fan?
Yeah, this is Christopher Lloyd, the guy who's making it.
Christopher Lloyd's a nut job.
But he's the guy who's making it. It's the possible plot to it is about climate change.
Climate change. What?
Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know why it's about climate change. None of the other Back to the Futures have anything to do with like social things.
No, none of them do.
Society.
I understand why
are they making a Back to the Future 4 anyways?
They don't need to. This is what I was worried about. I've been talking about this for like 5 years. I'm like, we're gonna see Back to the Future 4 at some point. It looks like we're getting it. I don't want it.
I mean, I've heard they're bringing back the same cast. What's this? Jitters and
Old Shakes. Michael J. Fox
and the old man
and fucking Christopher Lloyd. Movies are great, aren't they?
I feel like everybody's gonna think this is a Rick and Morty parody.
Everyone growing up now is gonna think Back to the Future is Rick and Morty. Probably. There's some fucker out there that probably thinks that.
They're like, they made a live action movie of Rick and Morty.
The world sucks.
I mean, them two remind me of
Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is a parody of.
I know.
It's like, yeah, of course they do.
And then I did miss out on some DC news that I forgot to tell you. This was actually intriguing. Ryan Gosling may be cast as a Lex Luthor solo film.
What?
Yeah, because we're getting a Joker solo film, and I want to do a Lex Luthor one with Ryan Gosling.
How does he look bald?
I don't know.
Has he ever been bald?
Was he bald in the Goodfellas or whatever?
Goodfellas.
What was that movie we watched with
the Nice Guys?
Nice Guys.
No, he had a full head of hair.
Did he? I thought
he was gorgeous in that.
You just wear a bald cap.
Of all the people who could play Lex Luthor, of all the people,
just bring back what's his face
that everyone wanted.
Bring back Jesse.
Spacey.
No, bring back Jesse.
Oh, Jesse. He was all right.
Kevin Spacey will not be in that movie. That's for sure.
Bryan Cranston.
That'd be amazing.
The one that everyone wanted to play Lex Luthor. Why? I like Ryan Gosling. He would honestly make like a good Flash, I think, or like a
Flash.
Booster Gold. He could fucking nail because he's really funny, and Booster Gold's a dumb idiot, and I would love to see that. Not Lex Luthor.
What's wrong with it? I think he could do it.
No, I don't want to see that. I don't want a Lex Luthor movie. What the hell is this movie? He's gonna just rise up as like a billionaire.
I'm telling you, if
he's just gonna be a smart guy.
If this Joker movie makes money, they're gonna make a lot of it.
You know what the first Lex Luthor movie was? The Social Network.
It is.
That's what this movie's gonna be. I'm rich and I got brain power.
That's exactly what it is. It's Mark Zuckerberg. It's actually Lex Luthor.
He is. He's real life Lex Luthor. Him and Elon Musk.
We should get him. Cast him.
No, because he's fucking creepy.
He is. That's why he'd be.
I hate looking at him.
Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor is supposed to be like kind of charming though. Mark Zuckerberg's just like a robot.
That's why Ryan Gosling I feel like could work.
He's got the charm. He doesn't have the look or like the attitude though. He's got the like, hey,
He's a good actor. He could do it.
I didn't say he was a bad actor.
You're saying he didn't have the attitude.
He doesn't have the attitude.
It's the acting.
He doesn't have the hey, I'm fucking better than everyone. He doesn't have that. That's what fucking Lex Luthor. With Lex Luthor, you got to be kind of like, I'm better than you, and I know it, and you know it too.
See, if the Joker movie works, and if they make the Lex Luthor movie and that works, we could get like a Deathstroke movie.
But I want a Deathstroke movie
with Batman.
I don't want a solo Deathstroke. Who the fuck wants that? I want to see Batman and
people
Deathstroke.
Could probably say the same exact thing about the Joker movie.
But we've seen there's been 5 movies where Batman has fought the Joker. Like a solo Joker movie could be interesting because there's so many different things you could do with the Joker. Lex Luthor's just one guy, and he's got one fucking story.
Doesn't he have like a robot suit at one point?
He has a robot suit, yeah.
In the comics to fight Superman
with kryptonite in it, and he fucking punches Superman on.
Maybe that's what the plot is. He's making the suit. It's Iron Man. It's just Iron Man.
It's a build up to a movie that'll never happen.
Yeah,
it's just Iron Man.
It's just Iron Man with Lex.
That'd be hilarious. Honestly, that'd be really fun.
Yeah, That's all I got for anything that's non-Marvel, I think. Yeah. You got anything you want to talk about? You got anything you want to talk about that's not Marvel related?
I don't have any.
Did you do any research over the week you were?
All the stuff I've seen is most of that stuff.
All right, I got some Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 possible news.
What is the news?
They want Lady Gaga in Volume 3.
What? Why?
To play Lila, Rocket's girlfriend. Which will stir the romance of Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga even more because
I get it because they were a Star is Born.
Yeah.
In that movie, they were in a relationship. So let's just get her for
apparently that movie ended Bradley Cooper's relationship because his current girlfriend at the time was jealous of Lady Gaga.
I mean, hey, Lady Gaga's great.
So apparently they're secretly dating. That's what I've heard.
Oh, they're fucking dating. they're doing some nasty mish behind the scenes. They're fucking dating, dude. The way they look at each other, they're fucking. Something's happening.
How do you feel about?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Miley Cyrus was in the second one, so this isn't that weird. But it's just I don't know. Lady Gaga's not the best actress in the world. So like, if we include her, and also, we're having another romance plot with a plot that already involves Peter Quill looking for Gamora. Like, just have it be about that.
Apparently, in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, they've already met. It's like they already know who each other are. Because in the when they're doing the lineup, it says acquaintances, it says Groot, and it says Lila.
So she'll just come back,
I guess.
Even though we've never seen her,
we've never seen her. Apparently, Rocket's already met her, though.
I guess.
Unless they just retcon that and be like, nah, they haven't met yet.
They might. I don't know. Oh, that's weird. I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, it's just voice acting. She could probably do that.
Yeah, but voice acting is
she doesn't have to do both face and voice. She can just do
voice acting is a lot harder than actual acting because you have to do emotion through your voice
and not
to
a person.
She can't act when she's on camera. So how's she gonna act when she's not in front of the camera?
I mean, Bradley Cooper does a good job at it.
Because Bradley Cooper's a fucking awesome actor.
He is.
In general, he could do fucking anything.
I love almost every movie he's in.
And he's an actual raccoon.
He's not an actual
raccoon.
Looks,
with the beard and the long hair, he looks like a raccoon.
No.
He does. He looks like Rocket.
Maybe you say that. But,
he fucking does. I can't tell the difference anymore.
Salma Hayek or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Salma Hayek?
Yeah. She is in talks for being in the Eternals movie.
Why are they getting all these weird actors? Like, that's such a weird... They had Angelina Jolie, possibly Keanu Reeves, and now they're getting Salma Hayek?
It's possible. That's so not confirmed.
That's weird.
They're getting all these big actors because this is like below Ant-Man grade of characters.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. We're in an era where they don't have to do that. Marvel is a household name. My grandma knew what Marvel was. Like, my mom knew, like, the name like, you slap a name, you could film a pile of shit for 2 hours and just put Marvel on it. People go fucking see it. Like,
it'd make $300 million.
Yeah, they don't have to be, A-list actors. I mean, when Chris Hemsworth was Thor, nobody knew who the fuck Chris Hemsworth was.
True.
And look at him now. He's fucking...
Probably because back then they couldn't get A-list actors.
Probably not. No. Who the fuck wants to play Thor? But, like...
I mean, Tom Cruise was rumored to be Iron Man in the very beginning.
Yeah, they wanted him.
I'm glad that didn't happen.
He would have been an okay Iron Man.
Robert Downey Jr. did awesome.
He was great, but Tom Cruise would have been a pretty decent Iron Man.
He would have been better than Robert Downey Jr.
We don't know that.
I don't think he would have.
We don't know that. He could have.
I don't think he would have.
He could have.
And then I forgot. Anthony Mackie revealed his movie length deal that he made. He is apparently signed on for a 10-movie deal. I
mean, that makes sense. I remember when Sebastian Stan signed like a 9-movie deal.
Yeah.
So he still has a few more left.
How many? He's been Winter Soldier.
He was in the first Avenger.
Anthony Mackie?
Oh, that's you're talking about Sebastian Stan.
No.
Yeah, he's in Winter Soldier,
Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. Does Age of Ultron count? I know he was like a cameo.
He's in it.
So it's 5. That's half of them.
So he's got 5 more.
Yeah, 5.
Is this? Did he sign this like now? So he's got 9
no.
more,
This was his initial. This was his initial.
Wow, shit. That's insane.
That's a lot of movies.
So we're gonna get. I don't know if I want a whole movie with him, like a Cap 4 with Falcon, but like it'd be cool if he just like popped in here and there. And we're just like, yo, I'm Captain America.
What if they don't call it Captain America? What if they just call it Falcon?
But he's Captain America.
But what if they just call it Falcon?
Falcon the movie. Falcon Cap. Call it Falcon Cap.
Cap Falcon.
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon.
Isn't that a Smash Brothers?
I was gonna say, isn't that?
I think that is. I think they couldn't do that.
That's probably copyright.
God damn it, Nintendo.
And then I think this is the last thing I have in news-related stuff. Deadpool creator wants standalone Cable franchise in the MCU with Josh Brolin.
It's gonna be so weird that they're gonna bring Josh Brolin's gonna be playing 2 characters in the MCU.
I mean,
if that's true.
Thanos, it kind of looks like Josh Brolin. It definitely sounds like Josh Brolin.
He looks a lot like Josh Brolin.
But like, I can see them being in the same universe and it not being too.
I can see it. They were going to do that with Vin Diesel for Inhumans because I know originally he was going to play Black Bolt, or they wanted him to.
Which he wouldn't speak in that though. So.
Exactly, because he can't act. But
also Black Bolt, that's his whole thing. He's not supposed to speak.
He can't. Yeah,
he'll destroy everything,
destroy the world. But yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't think we need a whole franchise of Cable.
Apparently, Josh Brolin loves the idea.
Of course he does. Yeah, more work. Of course he does.
I've heard that he's been calling Kevin Feige like, "Hey, I want to do this."
I don't know. I want to see.
Would it work MCU, without Deadpool? Because I don't know if
it works. He's got his own solo stuff.
Like, what would they do though?
That's the thing. I don't think it's the same thing with Black Panther, where it's like there's all these movies are fucking trilogies and everything. You know, they got to build in other stuff. Cable, he has comics and stuff, but like he's not interesting enough to carry 3 movies. Maybe 1 movie could work. Maybe we could do like an origin of how we got the fucking arm.
I think if they're gonna do it, they should just do like a Disney Plus thing.
TV show that could work. I kind of want like a comic accurate Cable in the MCU, and then maybe have, because I still have no idea how they're going to integrate Deadpool into the MCU.
I don't know either.
It'd be cool if it had something to do with the multiverse that they've teased. Like I would like to kind of like have other universes out there, so then we could see different versions, and then maybe they could just do like a weird Cable thing with Josh Brolin while having Dolph Lundgren or somebody come in as MCU Cable or something. I don't know.
I feel like they're just going to fold them in.
They might, and honestly, that's probably the best thing to do.
Don't make it too complicated. Just do it. You could do your theory of at the end of Deadpool 1, that's a helicarrier.
Because it is. It's the fucking same design.
They could just say that, oh yeah, that's from like Avengers 1 or something.
It could be.
Or
Winter Soldier.
Or
when all those fucking helicarriers fell
yeah,
out.
there you go.
So just one happened to be in Canada.
One happened to be. Is it in Canada?
It's kind of vague where the first Deadpool movie is set, but
I was gonna say, I don't
most
remember
of it. If you look at some of the street signs, it says like Vancouver or whatever. But I don't know if that last fight is in Canada. It probably is.
I mean, not Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is from Canada.
So is Deadpool. Deadpool's Canadian.
Is he?
Yeah. Him and Wolverine are.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Canadians.
That's right.
They're the fucking Canucks.
I'm excited for Phase 4 stuff though.
I'm really interested in Phase 4. I'm more interested in the announcements rather than the movies. I just want to see.
I was gonna say I want to know where this is possibly going.
Yeah, I want to see and I hope we get some weird shit because like the Shang-Chi movie sounds awesome. Make a fucking awesome. Just like bring weird. Fucking
I think they should totally bring the guy from Iron Fist TV show, put him like a cameo in that. Yeah, the actor. I don't know.
Finn Jones. Yeah. That would be smart of them to do. I don't think they're gonna do that because nobody liked that show.
Nobody just do a cameo. It doesn't have to be in the movie a lot.
Yeah,
make him a cameo.
That'd be fucking really cool. And get like Donnie Yen or somebody as fucking Shang-Chi. That'd be awesome. Make it like a Bruce Lee movie. That'd be awesome.
And I don't feel like this has to connect in any way to the actual main universe. Just have this movie.
No, I hope it doesn't. I hope it's just a small, like self-contained. Maybe like they're gonna mention Iron Man because they have to fucking mention Tony Stark and everything. But they're gonna, just have it be its own little thing. Just a movie that exists in the universe, like the TV shows. The TV shows just exist. They don't have to.
They don't connect with everything.
Have all these connections with every fucking episode.
And that's what Disney Plus is going to do. Though. All those TV shows are going to be connected to the bigger.
Yeah, I kind of wish they didn't do that, but they're going to do that.
And then I saw on your Snapchat the other day the rumored Robert Downey Jr. is going to come back.
Yeah, apparently that's a rumor that he's going to come back in the future. And I'm like, no shit. I mean, they're going to bring him back.
He was making all the money.
He's making fucking bank off these movies. He's a fucking cash cow.
I hope they don't bring him back via him coming back to life.
They're either going to do the time travel thing and get Tony from like a different timeline and bring him through, or they're just going to resurrect him.
I think they should just do an AI thing.
The AI thing, they could do that as well.
That's what I think. That's what I hope they do.
Either way, I just don't.
If they're bringing him back, just do the AI thing.
He's fucking dead. Bring Cat back as well.
Chris Evans.
Nobody cares about fucking Captain America, I guess.
Chris Evans is done.
Fucking hell.
The
disrespect.
Chris Evans wants to do other movies
that everyone is given. Captain America.
He's doing Knives Out.
Is unacceptable. He'd rather do a fucking weird Rian Johnson movie than a fucking Captain America 8. Are you kidding me?
He said before he doesn't like playing the same character over.
I don't care what he wants. He needs to do what I want.
Send him an angry letter.
Dear Chris Evans, you're a fuck.
Be Captain America.
Play Captain America again.
Come back as Human Torch.
That'd be fun. I'd be down for that.
That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be kind of fun.
But you look exactly like Captain America.
You kind of different. You look kind of.
Here, throw the shield for me, real quick.
Well, that's a little. I wouldn't want that. That's a little. 2 on the nose.
All right, you got anything else you want to talk about?
That's everything.
All right, we're getting into the reviews. We got Toy Story 4.
We got Toy Story
and
Spiderman
Far From Home.
Spiderman. You start first with Toy Story because I didn't see Toy Story.
What do you want to know? You want to know like everything?
Your thoughts on it? Did you enjoy it?
Here's the thing. I thought it was the worst Toy Story movie that has been made, but I don't think it was bad.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's like the weakest.
It's the weakest of the 4, but I still think it's a good movie, if that makes sense. I think the first 3 are amazing.
It should have just been the first 3.
First 3 are god tier movies, and I love all 3 of them. They're my childhood. And then the fourth, it just something just feels off about it. Whenever when I was watching, I was like, something just doesn't seem right.
Was it the humor?
No, because it has like the same humor. It's just like the story.
Was it like them trying to come up with a story that already had an ending? Was it like them trying to be like, fuck, what do we do?
No, it's just the story is mainly about Woody. Like it's not about anybody else.
And Woody's kind of the main character.
Yeah, but like Tim Allen, Buzz Lightyear, he's barely in it. Like it feels off when it's just about Woody. Because all of those movies have been about like being a family, being together.
Family. It's like Fast and Furious.
But then they separate Woody from everybody, and then it's just about him. And I'm like, but I don't care.
Wasn't it about him like he's gonna find Bo Peep or whatever?
I mean, do you want to know? Do you want me to tell spoilers?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Well, if anybody's listening, you don't want to know. This is spoilers territory. So you know Forky.
Yes,
Forky. He's in this. The movie starts out with they're all in the closet. They're waiting to get played with.
Bonnie, they're gay?
No, the toys are just in the closet because that's where toys go. And they're waiting for Bonnie to come back to get played with because that's like the whole thing of a toy. Like they want to be played with. Mm-hmm. And when she gets back, she picks everybody up except for Woody. She's like not a fan of Woody.
Cowboys.
Yeah, she's not a. She's
none
like
of that old time.
They kind of do like a little twist. They're like, "Oh, the sheriff," and then they pull the sheriff pin off and put it on Jesse. I'm like,
bitch.
And then they throw him back in the closet, and he's like, this is the third time this has happened. And he's like getting upset about it because he's
just leave the badge on. Why are you pulling the badge?
Not that he's not getting played with.
Oh, I was like, that's torture.
That's what he's upset about. And then so like he's upset about that. That's kind of like the foreshadowing, I guess, if that helps you. But and then Bonnie starts kindergarten, I think it is, and she's sad because she can't take a toy with her. So Woody jumps into her backpack and sees that Bonnie's all a loner in kindergarten.
She ain't got no friends.
She doesn't. Like there's this kid that comes up and he's got a bunch of glue and stuff, and she says hi, and he just runs away. I'm like, what? Like this is kindergarten, not like the 8th grade.
Yeah, there ain't no beef in kindergarten. Right. Everybody just fucking they don't care.
Anyways, she's like crying, and Woody like throws some stuff on the table when she's not looking, and she makes Forky right there.
So she created life. So she's God.
She made.
Did they go into that at all? Like what signifies
No, everybody's like freaked out about it too. They're like, how did this?
That would if that was the plot of Toy Story 4, I would actually be interested. Like what are toys alive? Do they have a soul? Like what are they?
I saw a thing yesterday. I thought it was hilarious. Like it was about Infinity War. Like they're like, oh, Thanos snaps, and then toys start disappearing, and people are like, I knew it. Toys are alive.
You fuckers. That would be
that'd be dark as shit. Anyways, so yeah, she makes Forky, and she's like obsessed with Forky. Like it's her favorite toy. And then so Woody's job
isn't he more like a spork though?
They call him Forky. He is a spork, but they call him Forky.
That's a little misleading.
And then, but the weird thing is, Forky's whole thing is that he thinks he's trash because he is trash. He's a fork.
Fuck, that's dark as hell. Oh man, I'm trash.
But like he literally keeps jumping into the trash can.
What?
Because he thinks he's trash.
Oh my god.
He keeps saying trash. He's like trash, and he jumps in the trash can.
That's hilarious.
And then Woody's like, okay, we can't let him throw himself away because Bonnie really likes this toy.
Well, yeah, she created it. Yeah. She's God.
And so, like, since Woody doesn't get played with and nobody pays attention to him, he's like, my job's going to be to make sure Forky doesn't throw himself away. So that's like
fucking commit suicide.
That's like the whole plot of the movie.
That's some dark shit right there.
That's the whole plot. So, like, they go on a trip, like the whole family, and they take all the toys. They take Woody. They take Forky. And
where's this trip? Where are they going?
I don't remember. It's not important. They're just going on a trip. It's like a little vacation or something. And the whole trip, Forky's like trying to throw himself away. It's kind of hilarious.
Oh my god!
And then eventually, though, Woody's like, or Buzz is like, "I'll take the next shift. I'll watch him." And Woody's like, "No, this is my job. I got to do it." And he falls asleep.
I'm on suicide watch.
Yeah, he falls asleep. He wakes up and he's like, "Forky's gone." He looks over and Forky jumps out the window of the car. And Woody's like, "Oh shit, I gotta go get Forky." So he jumps out the window. And then this is where the movie starts about. It's just Woody because he's separated from everybody. He's trying to get Forky back to Bonnie. That's the whole plot of the movie, basically.
That seems a little weird.
And then as he's trying to get back, he finds an antique shop that has Bo Peep in it.
He just happens to find
it. He just happens to walk upon it. He sees her lamp because she's like a lamp. That's what Bo Peep is. I didn't know that.
She's a lamp?
She's a lamp. I didn't know that.
That was never established in any of the other movies.
Well, she's like glass. Like she's
porcelain.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't know she was a fucking lamp.
She has a lamp and she sits on the lamp. Like, that's her thing.
That's bizarre, but all right.
Yeah, so he sees her lamp and he's like, ooh, maybe it's Bo Peep. So he goes in there. And then it becomes like a horror film when he goes in this antique shop. Well, they have Chucky dolls.
Are you serious? Is it actually Chucky?
No, it's not Chucky, but it looks like Chucky.
Fuck.
In this antique shop. And they come to life, obviously, because they're toys. And I remember Caitlin, who's my girlfriend, she sat there and she was like, "This is creepy," because like they're all just like
a child's
play. They don't talk. They don't talk. They're just like, they're just running around.
They just run with knives and shit.
They don't have knives, but they're just running around.
Should have had knives.
And then they meet this toy named Gabby Gabby. She's like the same age as Woody. Like they're both made in like the 50s. Mm-hmm. And her voice box is broken, and she wants Woody's. And Woody's like, nah, I'm not about that life. Because they both have the pull strings, and hers doesn't work. And she thinks that if hers works, she'll get bought from the antique shop, because that's why she thinks she never gets
No, you're a woman, that's why.
So basically, Woody's like, nah, not about that life. Got to get Forky out of here. And he never finds Bo Peep in there, by the way. She's not there.
What did he think was fucking Bo Peep?
The lamp. He saw the lamp.
He just saw a lamp and was like, "Yo, Bo Peep."
It was Bo Peep's lamp, but he
didn't give a fuck about Bo Peep in the third one. So fuck that noise.
But yeah, he's trying to get out, but they capture Forky, and Woody gets out, and he sees the carnival, and he sees the RV, which is where all the toys are. Mm-hmm. So I can't. What happens in between there? I can't remember, but I remember Buzz leaves because he's like, Woody isn't back yet. Mm. He's like, I got to go try to find Woody. And he gets captured in the carnival. And this is when Key and Peele show up.
Oh, they're in the movie?
Yeah, they're both plush toys.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
Ducky and a bear, I think. He's a bear.
Ducky and the bear.
But they're both like carnival
like
prizes. And they're up there with Buzz. And they're kicking Buzz. They're like, how dare you get played with instead of us? And like kicking him like, to infinity and beyond in my foot or something like that. That's fun. They're hilarious. But, oh no. I remember now. Woody is in the carnival. He does go to the carnival, and he finds Bo Peep there in the sandbox.
She's just chilling.
She's just there, and Bo Peep was like a badass now. Like she's
that's what she looked like Ray from Star Wars.
Like she's like jumping off stuff and like using her hook and climbing.
It's weird,
going through stuff.
Women can't be badasses.
And then he tells her about Forky, and he's like, I gotta go save Forky and all this crap. Mm-hmm. And then they're going back to the antique shop, and Buzz catches up to him. So like now it's just those. This is the main cast. This is just these 4 people or 5 people because it's Key and Peele.
Oh, they join.
Yeah, they come with Buzz because Buzz is like, if you help me out, you can play with it. You can get played with my body, which is so weird saying that.
That's very weird.
But they go and they're like, there's only one person that can break into Gabby Gabby's place, and it's Boom Kazoom. Keanu Reeves.
Keanu, we hit the point. We need Dylan. If you're watching this, we need every time we mention Keanu Reeves, we need some kind of Keanu Reeves music, and just Keanu's face is gonna fucking show up. This is a crucial part of our podcast. We would be nothing without Keanu Reeves. Continue.
Literally every episode we talk about Keanu Reeves.
Every single goddamn episode, including this one.
And basically, Keanu Reeves' thing is he's one of those stunt toys. Like you wind him up and they like do flips and stuff.
Like Evel Knievel.
Yeah, Evel Knievel. And his thing is that like when he first was opened, he was the kid wound him up, but he like just didn't even go off the ramp. So the kid was like, "Well, this sucks," and just threw him away. He's like traumatized by it. So they're like, "Okay, boom, we need you to jump this gap to get into."
He's got like PTSD.
Yeah. So we need you to jump this gap so we can get into Gabby's place to get Forky.
Mm-hmm.
And he obviously does it, and they get in. There's a hilarious part.
Is he only in that one scene?
He's in it basically for the rest from when he shows up, but he doesn't show up until like 3/4 of the way through the movie. But there's a hilarious scene where they have to get the key to open the cabinet that Gabby's in, and the key's on this old lady that runs the store. Buzz and Key and Peele are all like, okay, how do we get this key? And Key and Peele's like, I got it. And this is showing the idea. Like Key and Peele are sitting on a shelf and they're plushies, obviously. And she looks over and she says, "Oh, how cute!" And then they murder her. Basically, they come to life and like start strangling her. And then it cuts back and Buzz is like, "Well, we're not doing that."
This is a fucking kids movie, dude. That's some dark shit.
It was hilarious.
First suicide, now you're killing old ladies. That's not cool.
It was hilarious because Buzz was just like, he had a weird face. He's like, "We're not doing that." Anyways, and so they basically get the key though. They're like, "How are we going to get this key?" And she just lays it down next to where Buzz is when she's walking away. Because that's where she keeps her keys. She just lays it there. I'm like, well, that worked out pretty well. That was a good, convenient thing. And then eventually Woody gets captured. And it's just him and Gabby. And he's like, okay, take my voice box. Whatever. So they do toy surgery. And they rip his voice box out. And they give it to Gabby. And then they're all leaving.
So does she sound like Tom Hanks?
No, they have CDs in the voice boxes. They just switch the CDs.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. So it'd be kind of weird if she sounded like Tom Hanks when she
reach for the skies.
So she has this one kid. Gabby has this one kid that she wants her to get bought by, and she's like sitting there and she's waiting for this kid to show up. And as Woody and everybody's leaving, because she gave Forky back when she got the voice box, she didn't care anymore. As she's leaving, they look back, and the kid pulls the string, and she's like, "Oh, this is cute." And then the grandma who owns the store, she's like, "You can take it if you want." And she's like, "Nah," and just throws Gabby away. And then she's all depressed now, so they go back and they get her.
It's because she's a woman.
And they take her with her. And then they are telling her, like, "Oh, Bonnie, she'll take you in." I'm like, how do you know this? How do you know Bonnie's going to like this toy?
She's read the script, Devin.
But that doesn't happen. So
oh shit!
Yeah,
is this a Ryan Johnson movie? Subverting expectations.
They're running on the roof to try to get back to the RV before they leave because they're going to leave the carnival or leave. And they see this kid crying, and Gabby's like, "That's my kid." And she goes sits next to the kid, and the kid takes her, and that's like the end of her arc. I guess she gets taken by this kid. So the only thing left is they got to get back to the RV, and they got Boom Kazoom and Key and Peele and Bo Peep. And Woody's there, and Buzz is there, and Woody's trying to decide. He's like, should I stay with Bo Peep, or should I stay with the Buds, the group? Mm-hmm. And he ultimately decides to stay with Bo Peep, and he leaves the group. That's how it ends. He leaves his...
This sounds like a very depressing movie.
It was very depressing.
In like a bad way. Like, everyone's trying to commit suicide, and fucking Woody can't talk now, or whatever.
Oh, he can't talk. He can talk. His string thing just doesn't work when he pulls his string.
Then why was it a big deal for him to give the voice box up if he could still talk?
Because he wanted it. I don't know.
Fucking, that's weird.
But yeah, he's basically they're sitting there and they're like, and Buzz is like, she'll be okay without you, and everybody's like, oh, he's talking about Bo Peep. And then he's like, Bonnie will be okay without you, and then
she will. She hasn't played with you in like
exactly.
She doesn't like you anymore. Fucking get out.
And then Woody gives his sheriff badge to Jesse officially, and we see all of the people like Rex and Potato Head, and he gives them all a hug. And then they leave and they go their separate ways. And then it ends with Buzz going to infinity, and then Woody says and beyond. And then
see, that's a very depressing ending
compared to three.
The third one wasn't depressing. It was just sad because it's like, oh man, we all get old and we're gonna die one day.
Yeah.
But the toys were still like they're a family. They're still together, but they were just with a new owner.
Yeah.
This one's just like fuck all that noise.
I mean, Woody. It's not like he's all by himself. He's got Bo Peep. Which, if Bo Peep ever falls off a shelf, she's just
she's gonna break. Then he'll be like, "Fuck! I should have stayed with Buddy and all that." Back at
Buddy and Buzz.
I say Buddy.
Yeah, you said
Buzzy. I should have stayed with Buzz and shit. Isn't the dog's name Buddy? What? Andy's dog?
I have no idea. I can't
Buddy or whatever. Some.
Oh no, wasn't that the dog from the first movie? The bad dog, Sid's dog.
Might have been. It might have been where I got it. He definitely doesn't want to play with Buddy.
I will admit, the CG in this movie looks amazing.
It looks really
like
good.
The cat looks real.
I've seen the screenshots of like Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 4.
The cat looks real. The acting is great. Tom Hanks is amazing. I don't know who voices Forky, but he's pretty good too. Because he's
I don't know who voices Forky either.
And then obviously Tim Allen's good. I'm just mad that Tim Allen is not in it a lot. Like he's barely in it.
He wanted more money probably and was like, "Fuck you, Tim Allen."
I love Tim Allen's voice. He's got
a great voice.
It's so good.
He's got a good spaceman voice.
It's so good.
Where's Santa Claus 4, Tim Allen?
Yeah. Where is it? It's automatically stopped again.
The goddamn camera keeps stopping. Why do you keep stopping, camera?
Is the battery died again? We go through 2 batteries?
No, the battery. Space.
So yeah, cast is good. CG is great. The plot just seems thin.
It seems very thin, and it seems very simple.
It is. Basically, it's just, Forky gets away. We find Bo Peep. Woody leaves.
This would have been a good short film.
It would have. That's what I was saying when I was left the theater. I'm like, it was good. It was a good movie. But I don't think it needed to happen.
It didn't. I told you that before you fucking saw the movie. I was like, this didn't.
I mean, it's worth the watch. Like, it's got funny.
Sure it's fine.
It's got funny jokes in it.
I just don't want to support it because I'm a grump.
Well, it'll probably come on Netflix one day. You can watch it then.
Probably. I will. If it comes on Netflix, I'll watch it.
It'll probably be on Disney Plus. And you can watch it then.
It makes more sense to be on Disney Plus because apparently Marvel's saying fuck Netflix.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard the Netflix stuff from Marvel's going to go to Hulu, so you never know.
They own Hulu. Now.
They own like 70% of Hulu. Yeah. They own everything,
pretty much.
But yeah, I would definitely rank it the worst Toy Story movie out of the 4. But again, it's not bad. I don't think it's a bad movie. It's still a good movie, but it's just the worst out of the 4 because I think the first 3 are just masterpieces.
First 3 are great. I think 1 and 2 are on Netflix. I've been tempted to like go back and watch them just because I haven't seen them in fucking.
I haven't seen any of them in a while.
Years.
I haven't seen the 3rd one in years. I
don't think I've seen the 3rd one since the theater.
I still love the 3rd one.
The 3rd one's great from my memory.
I mean, when did it come out?
2009.
Oh, was it 2009?
Yeah, it came out like a decade ago, dude.
The movie is 10 years old.
Yeah, it came out fucking forever.
I mean, the first Toy Story came out in 95.
Yeah, it did. We weren't even fucking born yet.
No, it's old. It's
old. Fucking microbes.
It's crazy how they made part 4 of this movie so far after it.
We'll get,
and it's a
10 years from now. We'll get Toy Story 5, and it'll have
that better not happen.
It's gonna happen.
If it happens, I'm not supporting it. 4 is my last straw. It ended okay. It was depressing as shit. So it just needs to end right there.
It's gonna happen. It probably won't be called Toy Story 5, but it'll be like Toy Story Revenge of Woody or whatever.
I don't think Pixar is gonna do it.
They might.
They're doing that Upward. That's their next movie.
Oh, Onward. That looks weird.
Or Onward, yeah, Onward.
Tom Holland doesn't sound like he's the best voice actor. He sounded like he was just kind of like, hey, I'm here. I'm Spider-Man.
I mean, Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt looks fucking fun as hell.
He's doing his Lego movie.
Let's go on an adventure. Chris Pratt's fun.
I still have no idea what that movie's about.
No, it was a good trailer though because of that. Because it
doesn't show
it just gives you like a glimpse of like, hey, this is the world, and then just go see the movie.
How's it gonna fit into the Pixar theory?
It doesn't matter.
It does. People live for that shit.
Doesn't matter. There's they somehow managed to squeeze cars with faces into that fucking theory.
I know. And
so they'll find a way.
And A Bug's Life.
It's just another dimension from fucking Monsters Inc. They just open another door and there's fairy tales and shit.
Where's my Monsters Inc. 2? Not
Monsters University.
That's a prequel. I want a
sequel.
I
don't think anybody needs that.
Where's Boo?
A teenage Boo.
Teenage.
Or she'd be a fucking adult at this point.
Yeah.
An adult Boo.
There's some weird fan art about that. Anyways.
Oh, probably. I wasn't going there. Definitely.
That's what I thought of when you said adult.
Jesus.
You got any other questions about Toy Story though?
I mean, what are some of your cons about the movie?
The plot, mainly
the plot.
Like it's so paper thin that like so many things have to happen for it to work. And then like you said, it doesn't explain anything about how Forky comes to life. Like, why does that happen?
Toys have souls.
Like, I think it's premise that like when Bonnie writes her name on the bottom, like she does with all the toys, he comes to life. But I don't know. I don't know if that's what happens or what.
We need a spin-off movie to explain that.
It's hilarious though that he thinks he's trash. I think
that sounds fucking genius. That sounds awesome.
Because he literally is trash.
He is.
What do you pull the stuff to make him out of the trash can?
Yeah. That sounds like the best part of the movie. I feel like I would fucking.
I mean, there's a whole montage of him just trying to jump in the trash can.
Fucking brilliant. That's amazing.
I think whoever made Forky as a character is a genius because they could just go buy a bunch of forks and put smiley faces on and be like, "We're selling this as a toy. Yeah, that's $15." And they bought the whole 200 pack of forks. For
shit. You could make Forky by yourself.
I know. That's the whole thing.
Holy shit.
So whoever did that was a genius. Like, let's just make a random Forky toy.
Don't make millions.
Make millions.
Because fuck the other toys.
Apparently, it's making all the money. It's already close to $1 billion.
I'm sure it'll make $1 billion.
3 made $1 billion. So
yeah, it did.
I'm sure this will make $1 billion at least.
It'd be weird if it didn't.
It would be. My con is there's not a lot of Rex. I like Rex. He's like my favorite character.
Rex is alright. He's always just kind of been like.
And then guy. You remember how they said they were going to use who voices Mr. Potato? I forget.
Don Rickles.
Yeah, because he passed away, and they said they were going to use stuff that he had already done and stuff like. No, he has 2 lines in the entire movie, and I think they're from previous movies.
I think they said they use like archive stuff.
Yeah,
which makes sense. He's dead. What do you fucking want?
Still, I like Mr. Potato.
I like him too, but he's fucking dead.
I don't even remember if Ham is in this movie.
Ham better be in this fucking movie.
I think he is, but I don't know if he says
it. Ham is fucking awesome.
Jesse's in it. I don't remember if Bullseye's in it.
What about Wheezy?
No Wheezy.
God damn it. The last one didn't have Wheezy. Wheezy's so fucking cool. I like
Wheezy. Key and Peele are awesome. I love Key and Peele.
I love Key and Peele in general.
And apparently when they did their voice acting stuff, they let them be in the same room, which is kind of odd.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I wish more animation would do that because you need that back and forth.
Yeah. They're awesome. I'm not a lot of Tim Allen. I need more Tim Allen in my life.
We need more Santa Claus.
Because he's not doing anything right now. I don't know. I don't remember the last movie he was in.
It was like Santa Claus 3.
I think Toy Story 3 came out after Santa Claus 3.
Might
but he also spoke Spanish half of that movie.
Yeah, he did. That probably would have been him.
Probably not.
They probably got somebody else for that.
Tim Allen, too much money.
Tim Allen don't speak no Spanish.
He was a Tom Cruise before Tom Cruise.
What?
Home Improvement.
What does Home Improvement have to do with Tom Cruise?
He was Tom Cruise before Tom Cruise.
What does it mean?
He was the big actor. The biggest actor in the world.
Not in the world. He was a big comedian.
Who would you say the biggest actor in the world is right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd have to either go with RDJ, just because Marvel, or probably
he's the most expensive,
or probably Tom Cruise. Those are my top.
Tom Cruise will always be the biggest.
Tom Cruise is like Idris Elba's getting up there.
He's getting up there, but he keeps taking all these dumb movies. Like, do it like an actual, like a real movie.
Hobbs and Shaw.
I'm Black Superman. It's amazing. The movie's gonna be incredible.
It is. I can't wait. We're gonna talk about that for like 3 hours.
It's gonna be the whole episode.
It is.
Hobbs and Shaw. Remember when The Rock fucking punched the helicopter in the face? Like, that's all it's gonna be.
That's what the Meg was with Jason Statham.
Oh, the Meg was incredible, dude.
It was.
Meg is like one of the
Jason Statham literally punched a shark.
I'm Jason Statham. All my impressions are just that. I'm Jason Statham. It's just saying their name and then doing a terrible impression of them.
I tell you, do Terry Crews.
I'm Terry Crews.
You
gotta do the flex thing. I can't do it because he's
do the Old Spice scream.
I'm Terry Crews. There.
Perfect.
I'm on my arm.
Anything else about Toy Story 4 though?
That's everything.
All right, I guess it's Spider-Man time.
Spider-Man. Far From Home.
Oh, we're not talking about Homecoming?
I would love to talk about Homecoming, but we saw Far From Home, so we have to talk about Far From Home.
Talk about Far From Home.
What did you think about Far From Home?
I thought it was good. I don't think it was better than Homecoming.
It's not.
People are going to shit on me for that, though, because everybody hates Homecoming for some reason.
Because it's not fucking Spider-Man 2.
I think it's close to being as good as Homecoming, but it's missing some things.
I wouldn't say it's close.
I think it's close.
There's a lot of good in this movie.
There is.
There's a lot of... I think the highs are really high.
It's some of the best Spider-Man action scenes I've ever seen.
Fuck yeah.
In a Spider-Man movie.
Hell yeah. And, like, this movie had great cinematography. There was a lot of scenes where I was like that. Like I would take that scene and just print it out, put it on a poster. That was great.
Marvel's been doing that, or at least Endgame had a ton of those, and I'm like,
fuck yeah, Cap's last stand. I was just fucking out on the thing. That's gorgeous.
Marvel's been doing that
gorgeously. I liked some of the interactions between Mysterio and Spider-Man. I liked seeing Nick Fury interact with Spider-Man because
we've never seen that.
Nick Fury. Yeah, we need Nick Fury to interact with more of these people, and I kind of wish Sam Jackson was in more movies than he is.
Well, I mean, he said that will play Nick Fury for like the next 10 years.
I'm sure he's gonna play that character till he's dead.
He doesn't have to do much.
Yeah, hey, I'm Nick Fury. He's gonna be angry. I think this movie does have a lot of problems though.
It does. It has things that I'm like, that could have been better.
It has virtually the same plot of Homecoming.
They just switched out the girls.
They switched the girls and they switched the villains.
Yeah, basically.
And the villain.
And they switched the setting.
Mysterio is a carbon copy of Vulture. I like it just in a less interesting way.
How do you feel about Jake Gyllenhaal?
I love Jake Gyllenhaal. It's not his best performance by any means, but I like him as a villain. I wish he was playing like Moon Knight or somebody because he's really good at playing like crazy people.
I know, and I don't know if I want to say this yet. All right, I won't say it yet.
No spoilers.
No spoilers yet.
No spoilers.
I'll talk about it later. Jake Gyllenhaal, remind me.
Okay.
All right. So what about the plot though? How about the rest of the cast actually? Tom Holland.
I mean, I don't think I'll ever get old or I'll ever get tired of seeing Ned and Peter interact. They're fucking, those two just have something.
And you never, because you didn't get that with the Sam Raimi stuff. I mean, James Franco
was a block of wood.
Yeah, and then I don't even
remember. Then Andrew Garfield didn't have any friends.
Yeah, he was just
Gwen Stacy.
So yeah, it's kind of cool having Spider-Man having a friend.
Yeah, they have good back and forth. I will say though, everyone's looking really old. They're starting to look their age a little bit, and we need to get these fucks out of high school like soon. Yeah, because
what year are they in senior year or junior year?
They would be in junior year
in the movie. Okay,
but they look like they're like in college almost.
Yeah,
fucking Ned looks like a 40-year-old man.
He is like a 40-year-old man.
He's 20. He's like our age, but he looks old as hell. He is bald.
He is bald.
And I was okay with some of the expanded universe stuff, like the world building, even though they could have like eased a little bit. They could have used a little less.
We'll get more into that in the spoilers.
Because I think that definitely detracted from some of it. And I think out of the two post-credit scenes, I think the first one is like one of the best in the whole MCU. Not only because of something that happens, but just in general. I was like, whoa!
It was
a classic post-credit scene that gets you excited for the next.
Yes, and we'll talk about it more in spoiler section.
Yeah, we will.
But I told you this, I think last time I was like, they've been saying this end credit scene is the best of the MCU, and you're like, nah, it won't be.
No way. no fucking way, man. And it was. The second one was kind of lame, but it didn't need to be a fucking movie.
Yeah, you could have just started out another movie with that.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Fine. But I really enjoyed the action. I was getting worried at the start because it seemed like, we're out of New York. He's out of his element a little bit. There's all this like big explosions and stuff. And I was like, this is a little weird because Spider-Man, I like Spider-Man when it's a smaller thing.
Yeah, he's a
neighborhood Spider-Man. I don't like him taking on fucking laser beams in space and shit.
He did that in Infinity War.
He did. But then it's revealed that like, oh, this is all illusions and stuff from Mysterio. And
that's not a spoiler if you
know Mysterio, that's not a spoiler.
And it wasn't, I don't know if that twist was any good, to be honest.
I didn't think it.
I don't even know if it was considered a twist.
I wouldn't say it is because that's just the character. I knew that going in. There was a point where I was just like, when are we going to get to the point? Because I didn't think going in that Mysterio was going to be a good guy ever. I just was like, how long are they going to keep that kind of ruse going before we get to the thing? And they do it relatively quick.
I was going to say.
They do it like halfway through the movie. Yeah. He's a villain already.
Yeah. Who else was on the cast? Oh, Happy Hogan. How did you feel about Happy?
I like Happy. I like seeing Jon Favreau show up because he
wasn't a lot of Aunt May in this again.
She doesn't need to be in there.
She doesn't need to do anything.
She doesn't fucking do anything anyway. She's never done anything.
Where's her awesome speeches, Sam Raimi?
Oh, her classic fucking. You're
not Superman.
You're not Superman. Yeah, we don't need any of that shit.
How does this movie stack up compared to the other Spider-Man movies?
It's definitely not bad. And I wouldn't put it like, it's not better than Homecoming, it's not better than Spider-Verse. But I put it probably...
Is it better than all the Sam Raimi movies, or...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, and then all the Amazing Spider-Man movies?
Well, I love the first Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, fuck you.
Because it's a perfectly fine film.
I have issues with it.
I have issues with it too, but it's fine. I'd say this is like a little bit better than Amazing Spider-Man.
So it would be your third.
Yeah.
Best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
That's where I put it.
And I don't know where this ranks on my MCU list, but
I haven't.
I put it.
It's probably gonna be a little bit higher than middle.
I put it around Doctor Strange territory, which is like 14, 15 on my list.
I'm gonna put it probably a little bit higher than the middle. I think I'll have to look at it and see what's in the middle.
Yeah,
for our ranking.
Because it's fine.
But yeah,
it's a fine movie.
When it compared to other Spider-Man movies, I have a third too. I think me and our top two are flipped, but we have the same top two.
Probably.
You have Spider-Verse and then Homecoming. I have Homecoming and Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So
because you're crazy. You're crazy.
Homecoming is the best Spider-Man movie.
No, it's not. It's fucking Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse is great. They're almost equal level.
No, they're not. One's a masterpiece and one's really great.
I need to rewatch Spider-Verse. I haven't seen it since theaters.
It's on Netflix. Watch it.
I know.
It's so fucking.
I saw it the other day.
I've never cried during a Spider-Man.
I was gonna watch it, and I was like, I need to finish Jessica Jones. So I finished Jessica Jones.
I would have just said, "Fuck Jessica Jones." I'm watching Spider-Man.
I've already seen Spider-Verse.
Let's talk about spoilers.
All right, we're getting into spoilers.
Spoiler time.
All right.
If you haven't seen it,
Don't
watch
listen.
it. Or go fuck yourself and just listen to us.
We'll tell you the whole plot.
We'll tell you everything.
It won't be as good as seeing it. But
No, it won't.
Tony Stark's dead. Spoiler.
Well, I mean,
If you haven't seen Endgame,
Cap's dead, apparently, which pisses me off. I don't like that.
I'm still betting on he's not dead.
He's dead. No, why in the fucking world would the Avengers say, "Oh yeah, Cap's dead"?
Because I think Old Man
When
Cap
he's really
wants to
not.
be left alone.
Well, then don't say it. Just leave him alone. Just let him be. Don't say
Well,
anything.
people are gonna be like, "Where's Cap?"
Fuck off. Go fuck yourself, reporter man. Just go fuck it. He's in a different dimension. Go fuck off. Leave us alone. Black Widow, they said Black Widow was dead, and she is. So, like, dude, Cap died off screen. That pisses me off. I don't like it.
They could start out another movie. But
This needs to be fucking rectified now.
Sony fucked up again.
God damn it, Sony. Stop.
I bet you Marvel told Sony, like, oh, Cap's gonna
No
get
fuck ups this time.
Cap's
Like,
gonna get
fuck
really
you.
old at the end, but he's not gonna die. And then
Why is your door making noises?
I don't know. It's having an earthquake. I don't know.
We're all gonna die.
But I bet you Marvel was like, Sony, this is what happens in Endgame. Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
And they fucked it up.
And then it's like, go fuck yourself, Marvel.
Every Spider-Man movie, we're gonna fuck something up.
That'd be really funny if they just did that as like a joke. And I thought we might see like an 8 years later thing just as like a joke. I thought we were gonna see that, but they didn't do that.
I thought when they were like doing the title thing, they were gonna do like the year, and it was gonna be like 2018.
Like 2018. It was like, fuck you. That would have been fun. I think I would have enjoyed that. And I like how they kind of showed the snap and like how it affected everyone and stuff like that. I don't like the name. They named it.
They named
the blip.
They named the blip,
which is just like, all right, you could have named it something.
I like how they showed them coming back because we didn't see that in Endgame. They just literally popped back up where they were.
Yeah,
which also begs the question of people on like airplanes and shit. Where do they pop
just fall out of the sky? That's fucking morbid.
They'll come back to life just to die again.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's
people in like cars. They just appear on the road or something.
Probably they just fucking appear then they fall.
There's some random things with that.
Yeah,
and they also. I'm glad they actually addressed that people who weren't in the snap grew up. I'm glad they
did address it.
I was worried they weren't gonna address that and be like, yeah, everybody's just
fuck it. It's a movie. Fuck it.
I don't know. Did the teacher get snapped too? I don't remember. He did.
I assume so. I mean, if he ages 5 years, I mean, it doesn't matter.
We forgot to talk about JB Smoove.
JB motherfucking Smoove. I think he was really underutilized because his whole shtick is just, oh, it's witches. it's witchcraft.
Which is funny the first time.
Which is funny. And that's a problem I have with the movies, that they just keep doing the same jokes over and over and over again, and it gets fucking old. But I fucking love JB's Smoove and everything.
I wasn't expecting him to be that good in the movie. I was like, he was hilarious. I love him.
And it seems like they're doing this weird trend where every Spider-Man movie is just going to have a black comedian in it for some reason, because they had Hannibal Buress in the last one.
Oh, yeah, that's
right. Just in it for like a second.
He should have brought him back.
That would have been fun. He's a gym teacher, though. Why the fuck would the gym teacher be going on vacation?
Because he's Hannibal Buress.
He'd be fucking molesting all the kids.
You took it too far there.
That's what gym teachers do.
Let's talk about Mysterio's motives. They're shit.
It's so bad. So bad.
I like his tech integration thing.
I
like
love
that
them saying it's barf from Civil War. I love the inclusion of that, and I love how they brought something. They set something up in a previous movie, and they use it again. But his whole motives is just like,
I got fired.
Fuck Tony Stark.
And then there's also other characters that were like from Iron Man movies.
Yeah, that one, his like main side guy was some random guy
from
Iron Man 1 that Obadiah Stane just yelled at and was like, Tony Stark could build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
And then now he's like, I want to murder everyone.
Fuck everyone. What does he have against Tony Stark? Why is he helping Mysterio?
I don't know.
Tony Stark didn't fucking yell.
There was another person. I forget who it was. They mentioned another person.
They mentioned another. They didn't have any connection to Tony. They were just somebody else.
How was it?
It was just like, oh, you got fucking fired from your job too.
Still, that was hilarious.
And it's a little weird what Mysterio exactly is trying to do. Is he trying to be famous? Is he trying to be like?
I got the message was he's trying to be famous.
Is that what it is? Because
but here's his
could go either way.
Here's his bad thing though. If he comes out and he says he's this big superhero, and then like something actually happens,
he's dead now at the end.
I know, but like if he would have won, I'm saying this is like his motives. If he would have won, and people think he's a superhero, something bad actually happens. People are gonna be like, do something. He's
that's the thing.
I can't.
Yeah, that's the big problem with that. But it was confusing because I was like, are you do you want to be famous, or are you trying to be a superhero but you don't have any power, so you're trying to like fuck with reality and do it the way you want to do it? And that's kind of what it just seemed that there was no clear like line. I love that Jake Gyllenhaal's suit though is just the fucking mocap suit.
Yeah,
that's so fucking funny. He looks so stupid and dumb.
It's hilarious.
That's genius. That's awesome.
Then this was what I was gonna say earlier about Jake Gyllenhaal. I love when they finally reveal that he's a bad guy and he just kind of goes a little nuts.
That was a great scene.
That was awesome
because everything's just kind of like quiet, and then you just kind of see the people.
And he's just like sitting there frozen,
and he's just like sitting there.
And then he just snaps.
He's like, "Let's fucking go, boy!" And then they just start having a party. I was like, "That's fun. That was a good scene."
I love that. I love how he just goes nuts after.
He's a good, crazy person.
I know.
He needs to play more crazy.
I was worried that they weren't going to make him crazy. I was like, "Oh man,
he gets real crazy towards the end."
I know.
He gets fucking real nuts.
Let's talk about the nightmare scenes. That's like the best fucking
that nightmare scene
in the movie. This is after Spider-Man realizes Mysterio's the bad guy.
It was straight out of fucking Batman versus Scarecrow, man.
Yeah, I loved it. It was amazing.
Fucking loved it.
Using the visual effects stuff to your pinnacle with that.
Yeah, and it was used effectively, and it actually like scared the main character, which is how you should do.
I was scared for him.
I was like, I know this is fake.
I know. I knew it was real
because they use clever like they establish that the drones have like push abilities and stuff, so you do it like it does affect you, and some of them have guns on them, and you can get fucking shot. So you don't really know what's real and what's fake. They did a good job of establishing that. I just wish the nightmare scene was a little longer.
I do too, but I thought it was amazing.
It was fucking awesome.
It was awesome. Great. And then there's that terrifying scene, Tony Stark coming out of the grave.
Oh yeah,
that was freaking.
That reminded me of Marvel Zombies a little bit.
That was terrifying. I was like, that's a skeleton. There are babies in this theater.
I was a little worried that was like when we were going to see Robert Downey Jr. because I thought going into this we were going to have a Robert Downey Jr.
I mean, he was. I thought
that was.
You did see him
archive footage.
Yeah,
but I thought he was like they were going to shoot something new with him, and that's the point where I was like, don't do that here, and they didn't, which is good. But they showed his dead corpse, which we all needed to see, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
we needed to see his fucking decaying body.
What about how did you feel about Spider-Man getting Edith? The glasses.
That's fine. I mean, what happened to Karen? Is Karen just gone now?
I guess people are pissed off about that.
I mean, they were pissed off that he even fucking got Karen in the first movie, anyway. But it's just like, why are there so many goddamn AIs? There's Jarvis, there's Karen, there's Friday, there's fucking Edith now. Like, why? I'm just glad it wasn't Tony.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was going to put it on and hear like, hey kid, what's up? Like, and I was like, no, don't do that. It just seemed, I don't know. I like the look. I like how he looks with the glasses on, but I was just like, why do we need this? You have a fucking AI in your suit.
I mean, I don't know if his new suits have the AI.
I don't know if the new one did, but
the noir suit definitely doesn't.
No, because that's like a janky, like
that's like a shield suit. And then the new suit that he builds, I don't know if
we don't know. But I mean, at the point when he got Edith, he was still using his homecoming suit, so he still had an AI.
I guess maybe turn it off if you don't want to listen to it.
I guess
because Karen,
let's set up more stuff and just not use it.
Stop talking to me.
Not use any of the shit we set up in the previous.
Well, everybody was pissed like, "Oh, Spider-Man doesn't have AI. Why'd you do that?" stuff like that.
Because it's its own fucking movie.
Right. It takes place within this universe. This is not the Spider-Man from the comics.
Go fuck yourself.
This is this universe Spider-Man.
I don't like when Spider-Man uses tech, but I love the Spider-Man game where he uses tech.
See, this Spider-Man fits within this universe.
It makes sense. I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine with like him and Tony being a thing, like whatever. Not being a thing, but like a mentor-mentee.
They're butt buddies for each other.
Well, that's illegal.
That's
very illegal.
Not if you don't get caught.
That's true. Tony's dead, so he can't.
Sure.
He's pulling a Michael Jackson. But I like their relationship, and I like how there was a really cool emotional scene between Peter and Happy in this.
Yes.
Where you could tell that like Happy was like, you know,
they're both sad about it.
You're not Iron Man, but like nobody really can be the next Iron Man. And that's kind of what pissed me off a little bit about like they did the same kind of arc for Peter where he was like in Homecoming, he was like, oh, I want to prove to Tony that I can be an Avenger, that I'm more than just the suit or whatever. And then in this, it's like, I want to prove to everyone that I can be the next Iron Man. I think it would have made more sense if he was like, look, I'm not the next Iron Man. I'm Spider-Man. I'm going to do my own thing. And that's when I thought he was going to get the new suit. Like, I'm going to make my own thing, do my own thing, and just, I'm Spider-Man now. And they sort of did that, but at the same time, it's like you're still kind of the next Iron Man.
When he was building the suit, they played
AC/DC, which was a fun reference, and I wish they fucking played that in game because that would have made more sense. But it was fun seeing it here. And then fucking Peter smashes the shit out of Mysterio. He just kicks his fucking ass.
I forget. How does Mysterio die? I forget what happened.
I don't remember how he died either.
It looked like he got shot, but I was like, Spider-Man didn't shoot him.
No, I think one of the drones. I think somebody like had control.
Oh, I think the drones.
Or it could have been fake.
Could have,
and he could have orchestrated the whole thing.
Could have, which I could very well see happen.
I think that's probably what happened.
And then, how do you feel about the spider tingle at the end of the movie?
The Peter Tingle,
or whatever. Peter Tingle, yeah.
I know everyone's pissed off at that name, but like,
it's just a joke. I don't care.
Who gives a shit? Eventually, it'll be called the Spider Tingle or
Spider Tingle.
The Spider Sense at some point. It's a fucking joke, all right? Fucking chill the fuck out.
Deal.
And our camera just shut off, so that's great. So audio from here on out, because fuck cameras. I mean, it was fine. It was a cute little joke. I don't really give a fuck. How do you feel about fucking Happy and Aunt May just getting it on?
I mean, it's whatever.
just banging.
I mean, has Aunt May ever had a love interest? No.
Her and Dr. Octopus had a thing at one point.
They got married, didn't they?
Yeah, they got married in the comics.
Is that it? That's the only love interest.
I mean, Uncle Ben.
I mean, that's Uncle Ben.
Yeah. So, I mean, she gets around sometimes.
She gets around. I mean, this is the youngest version of Aunt May I think we've ever seen.
Yeah, she looks even younger than she is.
How do you feel about Spider-Man and MJ romance?
That's fine. I think they kind of rushed into it a little bit because there were moments where I was like, why is Peter so like into her all of a sudden? Because he wasn't in the last movie.
I mean, there was some time, I guess,
in
between.
Yes, but like that's a bullshit excuse for anything. It's like I would have liked, because if they're making 9 Spider-Man movies like they said they want to, it would have been kind of nice to like slowly build that up. And I hope now that they're like a thing, they don't pull a fucking Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and just have him be broken up in the next movie. Don't fucking pull any of that bullshit.
I 100%, not 100%, I'm like 95% sure they're going to pull the death of Gwen Stacy on MJ. I feel like that's what they're going towards. Because you can't do the Gwen Stacy death of Gwen Stacy because everybody knows that's going to happen.
Yeah.
If you put Gwen Stacy in these movies, everybody's going to be like, she's going to die. That's her whole thing.
Maybe they do MJ dies and then Gwen Stacy comes in.
That's what I'm saying.
She lives.
That's what I'm saying. You do a twist, make MJ the one that dies.
That's a good call.
I'll
hold you to that in 10 years when they do
could happen. Because I've said this before. You can't introduce Gwen Stacy because everybody knows that she's going to die.
They killed her off in the second movie in the Amazing movie.
Yeah, everybody was pissed about that
because they did it fucking quick and it was poorly done.
What about Ned's romance with?
That was funny. Again, another joke that went on way too fucking long.
Hey, babe.
Yeah, hey babe. Like we get it. Fucking move on.
And they broke up at the end of the movie.
They broke up, which no payoff to that joke. I guess that's the payoff is that they broke up, but like whatever. And then Flash kind of had like a weird thing at the end.
Yeah,
where his mom just didn't show up.
I was like, because like the driver dude showed up.
Yeah, he's like, oh, mom didn't come, and then he's like, oh, and then he's just fucking. It's like, fuck you.
That was it. That was it. That was the last time you seen him.
He's just like, oh, that sucks. And then I was like,
that's just sad.
Are they like building something with Flash?
I mean, trying to like Flash is an asshole, but he's not like He doesn't beat people up or anything.
Yeah, he's just kind of a dick. He's just kind of he's a rich kid. He's just like, whatever, go fuck yourself. I didn't like the weird subplot with that other guy who was like trying to bang MJ.
Oh, David or whatever.
Yeah, he's like 18, by the way, and he's trying to bang like a 16-year-old.
Yeah,
which is not legal.
That's illegal.
Maybe it's illegal in Europe. Or
I mean, Transformers made it illegal or made it legal. Remember that Romeo and Juliet law.
Let's not talk.
Michael Bay. Why didn't you just make him underage or make her overage?
Let's not talk about fucking Age of Extinction. Yeah. That fucking atrocity of a film.
Oh, Michael Bay. What are you doing?
Fucking Michael Bay's a weirdo.
What are you doing with your life?
Do you know how we're going off topic? Do you know how Megan Fox got the role in the first Transformers movie?
I think I've heard it.
Michael Bay made her come over and wash her car.
Yeah.
Wash his car in like a bikini or whatever. That's how she got the role.
I mean, she couldn't act, so
that's the film industry, ladies and gentlemen.
Women.
Well, it's not her fault. It's fucking.
She didn't have to do it.
That Jew's fault.
Jew.
I think he's Jewish. I don't know. I don't want to be saying that if he's not a Jewish. I don't want to be.
You can just say he's Jewish.
He looks like a Jew.
All right, back
to Spider-Man. We're going off topic. It was weird. I didn't like that because then ultimately it doesn't lead to anything because she's like, "Fuck him. I like Peter." So
yeah,
like,
you can tell the whole movie she's not really into him.
Yeah, she's just like whatever because she likes Peter.
And then I don't even know what happens to the David kid. He just kind of disappears.
They just kind of just like say whatever, and then they bring him back, and he's like, "Yo, nobody's gonna."
I really feel like John Watson didn't know how to end this movie correctly.
I don't think he did either.
He just kind of like, it's over
because even the end isn't even the end because the end credit scene is the actual end, and I wish that was just kind of the end of the thing. But like he shows up, the David character shows up like almost near the end. And he's just like, nobody's gonna question why Peter's like not here.
And everybody's like, fuck you, David.
Why he's got his pants off or whatever. And like everyone's just like, yeah, go fuck yourself. And I'm like, none of these teachers are concerned that Peter's just like not here.
They said he's staying with family in Berlin. That's what they said.
They did say that.
Yeah.
Still, that's a little like, all right.
It's a little questionable.
Peter has pants off, and he's about to bang this like European lady, and now he just happens to be staying with family in Berlin. That makes sense. Peter's not German.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we get the post-credit scene? My favorite part of the entire movie.
Not really. I wish there was a little bit more of Spidey swinging.
We got a little bit of it
at the very end when he's back in New York. We see a little bit, and we do see there is because I listen to other people say this. There is in the background as he's swinging. We do see the Stark Tower.
Yeah, but you don't see who owns it.
You don't see who owns it, but it's being.
I saw it because I was looking out for it at the end. I was like, okay, I want to see if they like glimpse at it. But no, you see the tower, but you don't see like the top.
Yeah.
I'm still betting on it. Hopefully, it's the Baxter Building.
I think it would make more sense if it was.
It's probably going to be Oscorp, but I hope it's not.
No, make it the fucking.
Speaking of which, Harry Osborn has not shown up in any of these movies.
He doesn't need to be in these movies.
They're like best friends.
It's Ned.
Ned's the new Harry Osborn.
What if Ned's dad owns Oscorp? What if he becomes a Green Goblin? What if it's not Norman Osborn? What if it's like Norman, whatever fucking Ned's last name is?
Leeds.
Norman Leeds. And he's this big fat cat. Like,
where's Kingpin?
Kingpin is in prison. Daredevil fucking beat his ass and put him in prison.
He'll get out.
He'll get out again.
I hope that they ever use Kingpin in live action movies. They bring him back because I love him.
It would be such a shame if they didn't.
I know, such a letdown. But the post-credit scene of Far From Home gave me hope.
The first post-credit scene. It ends. Well, the movie ends with him and MJ like swinging.
Yeah, and he's like,
it's supposed to be
he's like, oh, I gotta go, and then he swings off.
Yeah, and then she's like, that I'd never want to do that again. And then the post-credit scene, they land, and they're just like chatting or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then the screen, one of those New York screens that are just fucking everywhere. I've never been in New York, but there's screens fucking everywhere. On like one of the buildings is like, breaking news, fucking Mysterio's dead, and we found footage of him dying.
And it's Spider-Man's fault.
And it's all fucking Spider-Man's fault. Fuck him. And then we see the footage, and it's Jake Gyllenhaal. He's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's doctored footage, obviously. We know, but the people don't know. And it's like Spider-Man, he made it look like Spider-Man fucking killed him. And then they reveal fucking Spider-Man's identity to the world.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal goes, Spider-Man is Peter Parker.
Which they have done that before. They did that in Civil War, in the Civil War comic. He was like, but he did it himself. It wasn't like, hey, that guy's fucking Peter Parker. And I think they did it a little too early.
I don't know.
He hasn't even been like,
this is his fifth film.
Spider-Man. Like, he's not Spider-Man yet.
I mean, this is his fifth film. So
I get that's true. Fuck.
Civil War, Homecoming, Infinity War, Endgame, Far From Home.
God damn it, I guess. But I think him as a character, he's too young. I think they should have waited till like maybe he was out of high school before they do that.
I want to see where it goes.
Because like, how the fuck is he gonna go back to high school?
I don't know.
Now that everyone knows he's Spider-Man.
famous. I guess.
He's famous. Oh,
but he's also
maybe Flash is best friends with him now.
He's also a war criminal.
Yeah,
he killed somebody.
So he can't just go back to school anyway. And
they showed Daily Bugle.
We see the dailybugle.net.
And J. Jonah Jameson's there, and it's J.K. Simmons.
Fuck yeah, boy.
He's back.
He's got a weird haircut, and he's kind of making fun of Alex Jones a little bit.
But I love
He's got the same like landscape in the layout and everything.
I love it.
He's a little less angry than he was in the Sam Raimi movies, but I don't
he
give a
doesn't
fuck.
need to be angry yet.
I don't give a fuck. And I hope the way they use him in the MCU is just like cameo.
Just that. Like, just shows up on screens.
That's how they
voices.
do the Stan Lee cameos now. It's just going to be Jameson. He'll just show up like on a news screen. and that's it. He'll just be like, oh, fuck.
The Avengers suck.
Captain America, he's black now. Bro, like, and then that's it.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be really fun. And
we don't need him to interact with anybody.
No, he doesn't need that. Peter doesn't need to get a job there. Maybe he will one day when he's fucking 18 or whatever. But it was a really fun reference.
It was, and I was not expecting it at all.
And I love how it ended on a fuck again. I love how they just keep ending these movies.
I forgot. I didn't even think about that.
He's like, what the fuck? And then it ends. One of these days, they'll slip a fuck in there somewhere.
It's got to happen.
It's going to happen.
Deadpool did.
And
they're waiting for Deadpool to drop.
Probably. They're probably waiting for Deadpool to drop all the F-bombs. And then the second post-credit scene.
Which was not as good as the first one.
It wasn't. It definitely...
It made sense.
Made sense, and it fixed a lot of my criticisms that I had, especially with Nick Fury, because he was not Nick Fury at all. He was saying these weird things.
I was about to tell you, I was like, Nick Fury was acting weird in this movie.
I was going to say the same thing, where I was like, he's saying all these, like, he's like, oh, your bitch ass been to space, motherfucker. And I was like, that's not Nick Fury. And he was like, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And then they
turns out him and what's her face? Maria Hill are Skrulls.
Yeah.
But they're the good Skrulls.
They're from Captain Marvel.
Talos and I don't know who.
Ben Mendelsohn and his wife. Yeah. I don't remember his wife, Sarah or whatever.
Yeah. And it turns out I'm betting on Nick Fury because it shows Nick Fury in space. I'm betting on a sword. I'm betting on
it looked like they were building up the sword. But that begs the question, how long has he been using the Skrulls to be him?
I'm still guessing it's post-snap. He's kind of like, okay, there's aliens out there. I need to make this sword base to protect Earth.
What if the Nick Fury that died in Winter Soldier was a Skrull and the real Nick Fury came back in?
Doesn't know when the Skrulls die, they turn back into their Skrull form?
Damn it. Maybe not in the MCU. We don't know that.
I mean,
we don't know that.
I thought that's what happened. Maybe it
did that happen to Captain Marvel?
I don't remember.
I don't remember anything about that movie.
I know a Skrull dies, but I thought it was already in Skrull form.
God damn it! You just blew a hole in my fucking head. Maybe Nick Fury's dead.
Maybe the Nick Fury we saw on Sword isn't actually Nick Fury.
Maybe it's another fucking Skrull.
It's another Skrull.
Or maybe it's Nick Fury Jr.
Nick Fury Jr. I'm still betting on a Sword.
It looked like Sword. It makes sense.
I don't know why else Nick Fury would be in space.
He was chilling. He was pretending to go on vacation, which is a little weird.
I thought they were going to pull a Tahiti thing with Agent Coulson.
And he's there, and he's just like, hey, what's up? That would have been neat. I wish Coulson was in these movies more.
He's alive. Oh, no, he's not. He's dead. They killed him off in the show.
They killed him off.
They killed him.
What the fuck? Why do they hate fucking Clark Gregg so much?
Well, like, he, like, sacrificed himself or something, and then,
that's right. I forgot he's like a space battle.
Yeah, he comes back. He comes back as an alien that looks like Coulson, but it's not Coulson, which I don't understand that.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is fucking retarded. It's so dumb.
It's not canon anymore, technically.
Yeah, it's in a multiverse somewhere. But like, fucking.
Because in their universe, the snap doesn't happen, apparently.
Fucking nonsense. And that's Spider-Man Far From Home.
It was good.
It was good, not great.
It was good.
I wish it was a little better than it was.
I'm still disappointed by the infight. I think it should have been longer.
The infight was my favorite part of the
Not like the drone stuff, but like more the nightmare sequence at the end.
That would have been great. And the hallway thing that he did, that was fucking awesome.
That's what I'm talking about. I think that should have been a little longer. Because he kind of just beat all the robots and he's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
and they never explain why his Peter tingle just doesn't work.
Sometimes
it just works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, we've seen it work in Infinity War and in Civil War.
And in Civil War, he uses it. He doesn't use it in Homecoming ever. So I guess it just stopped working then, and then now it's just working willy-nilly. It's a fucking plot device.
The Ex Machina.
Either give it to him or find some kind of way of explaining it. Like maybe Mysterio,
he's going through puberty.
maybe his feelings for MJ, like he's confused or whatever.
Go pull Sam
he
Raimi.
Can't fucking do whatever.
Yeah, they did that in Spider-Man 2 technically.
Yeah, just do that. Like some explanation for it would be fine as long as you explain why it's. They were just like, whatever, bananas.
They did throw a banana at him.
Yeah, it's like, your spider sense doesn't sense bananas. Like,
I mean, that could be chalked up to it's Aunt May. And Spider-Man sense doesn't think that's a threat. Maybe I don't know.
But she threw a banana at him.
So
bananas are threats.
I mean, he caught the web stuff from Tony Stark whenever he threw it at him. Remember Tony when they first meet and Tony throws the web at him? He just like snatches it out of the air.
Because spider sense.
Maybe he thinks Tony Stark's a threat.
He was a villain, as far as I'm concerned. Tony Stark is a villain.
He's the secret villain of the MCU.
And he's dead, but
yeah, they murdered him.
He got what he fucking deserved.
Suicidal.
And it was weird that they were just kind of like nonchalant about Peter's identity. Like his suit was in that briefcase, and the lady opened it and just didn't say anything.
It's fan
costume. That was weird.
It's fan costume.
She didn't know that.
She doesn't know that, but that's probably what she's thinking.
Why do you have
TSA?
This high quality fucking Spider-Man outfit? That's a little questionable.
It's TSA. I'm sure they see weird shit all the time.
Yeah, maybe, and it's European.
Yeah.
And there's also like we talked about world building. There's also like no other superheroes.
Yeah.
Outside of Manhattan, like at all. All of them are just in Manhattan. Like that would have been. It would have been cool when they talked about like the Night Monkey on TV. Would have been cool if there was like some just like Captain Britain, like
a little side scroll thing.
Yeah, we didn't need to like see, but just like his name just somewhere. That would have been fucking really cool. But we didn't. So
I'm still betting on Namor's coming soon because that earthquake crap that happened at Endgame. I bet you that's Namor.
Oh, that was a clear setup for Namor.
So I bet you that
he'll be in Black Panther 2, probably. Hopefully, if they're smart, he'll be in fucking Black Panther 2.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler, come on, make it good.
Fix your fucking shit.
Make it good.
Make it great. If Black Panther 2 is not great, fuck Ryan Coogler.
Where's the Winter Soldier version of Black Panther? Not a spy movie, but just on that level.
No, it could make it a spy movie. Black Panther does some spy shit sometimes. It's not gonna fucking spy movie.
He's not Batman.
He's Black Man.
He's black. That's racist. You can't say that.
He's a black man, Devin.
That's true. But he's not Black Man. That's not his superhero name, Black Man.
It should be.
That's Luke Cage's superhero name.
It's not Power Man. It's not Black Man.
It could be Black Man.
Black Power Man. Black Power Man. He does the fist.
Where's Terry Crews? When do you need him?
He's at AGT. America's Got Talent.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's too busy doing that shit.
Well, that's all I gotta talk about. You got anything else you want to?
That's all I gotta say. I mean, it was good. Go see it if you enjoy Spider-Man.
Yeah. I recommend if you enjoy the MCU.
If you enjoy the MCU, go
watch it.
I still don't see why this had to be the end of Phase 3.
I'm
There's
betting
no rhyme
on
or reason to it.
I'm betting on Phase 4 is something just wacky.
Well, I mean, we're getting Black Widow.
Yeah, and apparently the villain for that is Taskmaster. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, that's gonna be neat.
That'd be if it's actually.
He looks like a Power Ranger though.
Hopefully they fix that.
There was a Power Ranger reference in Spider-Man.
There was.
JB Smoove said it.
The morphin like Power Rangers.
Like Power Rangers. I was like, all right, that's a little weird. So Power Rangers exist in this fucking universe?
So Star Wars.
So Star Wars? We're going to get the fucking Ninja
Where's Indiana Jones? Does Disney own Indiana Jones now?
Yeah, they do. They own Lucasfilm.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, they own Indiana Jones.
Indy 5.
Disney movie. Well, that's episode 5, 6, 7, 8, 100.
3, 1,000.
What episode is this?
I don't know.
Of the Real Duo podcast.
The most mediocre podcast on YouTube.
Ever on the internet. On YouTube, we're going to probably, hopefully, try to get the podcast out in other spots, but we don't know how.
Because we're not tech savvy.
Because we don't know.
Obviously, since our camera doesn't work.
The fucking camera keeps dying. I don't know why it died. The battery was just fine.
I don't know.
Goddamn cameras. Fuck you, Canon. That's the end of the podcast.